Here we go now.
Hey y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. How's everyone doing? So I found myself trying to catch up on all these different shows that came out in the last couple of weeks from the Valley, Persian style. I thought the first 3 episodes were really good. Some things haven't changed. We're going to talk about that. A lot of you, when I was on TikTok last night, first of all, can you guys hear me, see me, all the good things? Is everyone watching from around the country or around the world? Let me know where you're watching from. If you're part of Replay Crew, be sure to let us know as well. Sarah says, look, my show is on. Hey, Sarah. Sarah Kohler. All right. First of all, let me know where you guys are watching from. I am streaming live from New York City, where it is getting frigid again. Oh, I don't know about y'all, and I'd never really been a big like, oh, I need to go by somebody's beach. Oh no, I need to be at somebody's beach right now, and like for 2 weeks. So don't be surprised if you see me pop up somewhere in the Caribbean in a couple of weeks, because I can't right now. Canada's in the house. What's going on, Canada? DC, what's going on? Nigeria, hey Yolanda. Hold on. Oh yeah. I was making turkey chili last night. The turkey chili I made last night on TikTok, it came out so good, y'all. It came out good. Yahan sweet Kempire. It is. I can cook. I'm a prize. Okay, I'm a prize. That turkey chili, and mind you, I had to substitute one of the ingredients, and I was like, oh God, I don't know how this is going to come out. But it came out so good. So good, y'all. I'm sorry. I mean, no one else can taste it but me, but I was making it for myself. Who cares about anyone else? And I put it over some rice. So good. So good. But you know what else is on the way? My Factor meals. But the good thing about turkey chili, you can freeze it, and then I can eat that next week. But I had a bowl last night. I'll have a Factor meal maybe. I think it's coming today, my Factor meals, or sometime soon. So I have an abundance of food. Who's coming over for dinner? All right. Mem Baby says, you can't chat on Twitch. Why not? Twitch is there though, right? We're still streaming on Twitch. All right. I don't know what's going on there. Yes, I made some turkey chili last night on TikTok. If you're not following me, you should. Okay. But if you follow me here, good. Okay. Lakia says, sounds delicious. It was good. It was good. Mr. Mel Magic says, bring me some Kempire. Bring you some. So I just slaved in the kitchen and made it. Now I gotta bring you some. Aren't you in Tennessee? Now I gotta catch a flight and bring you some. See why I got a date up and not down? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay. All right. It's cold in Georgia as well. Bring back the warm weather. It must be something happening across the country. I don't know. Who cares? All right. Where do we want to begin? I'll first begin with, first of all, if you missed it, this week it was revealed the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, the new iteration road trip. I already told you in my exclusive. Nene was never offered a full-time contract, but she did come out and confirm that she will be a part. She made an appearance. She's already filmed a scene. She didn't reveal who she filmed the scene with, but I did. It was Portia. I told you that Portia's an industry plant. She's going to probably unblock me, then block me again. Who cares? But Portia, before you go, wait, Portia, before you go, 265 days. No, Portia, wait. Portia, I too agree. I kind of wish that you had stayed a little bit longer on Traitors. I do wish that you would have stayed a little bit longer on Traitors. And for those that are here, we are going to talk about Traitors. So, you know, if you don't want any spoilers, I get it. It just came out late last night. So some of you have not had an opportunity to actually watch it. So I'll give you a little heads up when we get into Traitors. But, okay. So that was the update. So if you missed any of that, be sure to check out our Real Housewives of Potomac recaps. I even spilled some tea yesterday about the reunion. Just a little bit. I'm waiting to get a little bit more information from some sources in regards to how the reunion went. But I revealed to you yesterday that Wendy Asefo apparently was very emotional. Lots of tears. There's some more stuff that I've heard, but I want to wait to get some verification. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. And if you enjoy content like this, make sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on, because I know quite a few of you watch the content, which I appreciate, but you're also missing out. Subscribing helps you stay in touch with everything that's happening here on the channel, especially if we have breaking news. So stay locked and stay subscribed. And you can also chat with everyone because it is subscribers only in the live chat. All right. Where do I want to begin? Okay, first of all, I'll say thank you. Thank you so much, DNG Me Now. I don't know what that breaks down for, but thank you so much for the super chat. They say Happy New Year, Kemp. JRT's from Hampton, Virginia. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. Guys, you can also support just by liking today's video, sharing the video. Sharing is caring. Some people don't know that we're live. Exactly. Leah says, Team TIFFANY. Like the company. We got to talk about that because she went, I didn't want her to, never mind. Before I said I was going to give you a heads up. Let's talk about the Valley Persian style. Okay. I watched it, y'all, and I'm in. I watched the first 2 episodes, like not last night, the day before. And I was like, okay, they have a full cast. Yes, we have the 3 OGs from Shahs of Sunset. For those that don't realize, we used to recap Shahs of Sunset. You can still find them here on our YouTube channel. Just look for the playlist or just Google Kempire Shahs of Sunset. They should come up. We used to recap it. So there are some mixed feelings because I remember I really did not like Reza. Reza, based off of the edit, he definitely seems like he's grown a little bit. He's definitely grown, hasn't really changed, but he's definitely evolved. Mercedes, I guess she's not going by MJ anymore. They're all calling her Mercedes. That's her name, but we never really called it. We called her MJ. I'm still calling her MJ. It's just easier for me. And Glonessa, Gigi, we used to call her Gigi. We don't call her Gigi anymore. Okay. Gigi, for me, the first 3 episodes really centered around Gigi and her not growing up. So Gigi's trying to find a new house. She's trying to find a new house. Her son's adorable. It feels like, oh my God, where did time happen? Because I felt like we all were together when we were recapping the show not too long ago. Her son is 5 years old. Adorable. Mercedes' son, I was like, when did Shams get this big? But yes, it's been a while since we've seen them. So they're back. They haven't changed. They haven't changed at all. It's so interesting because they've been on reality television for so long. You could see when they're producing themselves. And it's not even a fault of their own. I think it's because you've done it for so long that when you're in these moments, you could see them moving stories aligned, starting stuff, instigating stuff, okay? So I've noticed that with them. But Gigi, I don't know, y'all. I'm liking the new cast. I like the new cast overall. A lot of these marriages seem a little fractured. Okay? I don't remember everyone's names. However, I will try, okay? But the OGs, okay, we already know that Mercedes and Tommy have filed for divorce. These first 3 episodes, we're seeing cracks in the foundation, but I think there's always been cracks in the foundation. But I also see love there. So I'm actually surprised by the end of the season that they filed for divorce. at one particular point, it was episode 2, Tommy was crying. I almost was like, I clutched my invisible pearls. Okay? Chloe says, Mike on this. No, Mike is not on this. You remember the charges Mike faced? They are not bringing Mike back. That's like bringing Jax back. Nope, they're not bringing him back. No. He's been charged with stuff like DV. No. A lot of people speculated they thought Shahs of Sunset ended because of him. I don't think so, because those things happened maybe like several weeks after. So I feel like there's something bigger that happened in regards to Shahs of Sunset getting canceled. I don't know why it got canceled. It seems like it may have been something more behind the scenes kind of thing. And I don't think it had anything to do with Mike. But yeah, girls, what's the tea says, yeah, don't bring back Mike. I know, I love Amir. Amir has my heart. Let's just talk about it, because I can't remember every single detail of 3 episodes. Amir's one of the new cast members. He's married to another beautiful woman, but he was married before. When I heard his story, I'm like this in the kitchen. Oh my, what? Because he seems like such a sweet guy. He seems like a really genuine, sweet guy. I don't like the fact that he wants to have more babies, and his wife has already told him that she doesn't want any more babies. They already have 3. She doesn't want. She says shop is closed, but he's like, he wants more. He's an only child, but he was married before Amir. I don't have a solid picture of just Amir, but Amir's on the far right with his beautiful wife. They're a beautiful couple. And I'm concerned, because I hate when beautiful couples that seem to have a really good relationship come on reality television, because then all of us put our bad juju, we don't got bad juju, but other people, they're like, oh, that's not going to work. That marriage is going to fail, blah, blah. I don't like, and they're Persian, so I know they believe what I believe in, like the evil eye of it all. I was like, no. They seem like they are such a beautiful couple. The couple next to them, Greg and Tannen, they are probably going to be better off friends. But remember, Greg had a beautiful story about her. He wasn't too sure. He was playing games when they were first getting together, but then she got into a really bad car accident in front of him, and she almost lost her life. So that brought them together. I think, though, they would be better friends. I think they've grown apart. And it's so crazy when these couples come on reality television and basically it looks like they're coming on reality television to get a divorce. But I like them as friends. I think even if they divorce, and I hate to say that because maybe they are working through it and they're in counseling now for all we know. But you come on a reality show and we're dissecting it and talking about it, okay? But they seem to be better friends than they are lovers. They sleep in separate rooms. They sleep. Well, here's the thing. One of my best friends in high school, his parents slept in separate rooms. They're still married to this day. Because the dad had terrible snoring problems. I don't know if that's the issue with Greg and Tannen. I don't think that's not what they've said. She just says that she sleeps better without her husband next to her. And I could see that, because here's the thing, and I'll say this about me. I'm good with like cuddling, but I can't cuddle all night, because then eventually I need to get comfortable. And then your body temperature and things like that. We could fall asleep together like this, but then eventually at some particular point, I need to separate during the night so I can just sleep. Anyone else? Right? Me? Just me? Well, apparently Tannen said that that's the best way that she sleep. That's the best way for her to sleep. But they sleep in separate rooms? Separate rooms? So the signs are giving me that this relationship is on the way out. Because then she also talks about when he goes out, he's getting other people's numbers and he just doesn't know how to say no. The signs are telling me this relationship is headed for divorce. She says there's a lack of communication. I don't think it's a lack of communication if your husband goes out to the club or he's out and about and this lady asks for his number. He doesn't know how to say no. And she's calling you at 2 a.m. in the morning. Jamie says, same Kempire, same. I need my space. Like, I don't mind cuddling. I like cuddling. I'm a Taurus. We like, sensuality and touch and things like that. I'm a very touchy person. Okay, with people I know. Okay, not strangers. Germs. But eventually I need to separate. Probably once you fall asleep, I'm like, all right, let me go to sleep now on our king size bed. I don't have a king size bed here, New York City apartments. My previous house, king size bed. You can just starfish in the bed. But they sleep in separate rooms. He's getting numbers. He seems like a nice enough guy. I think they are going to be lovely friends after their divorce. Okay? Teresa says when Kemp calls it, it happens. I don't want to wish that on them. I think they're both lovely separately. But so that seems to be for those that are just joining us, we're talking about the Valley Persian style. I actually love the first 3 episodes were really, really good. So the couple on the far right, Amir, what's his wife's name again, guys? I'm trying to remember everyone's name because this is a very big cast. It's a very big cast. But I really like Amir. He lost his wife to cancer, his first wife. Amir lost his first wife to cancer. He told that story, I think it was like episode 2, or maybe it was episode 1. It's going to come up again. He lost his wife to cancer. Oh my goodness. When he told the story about losing his wife and her being just like the sweetest person in the world, it broke my heart. But I was like, you know what? He seems like such a good guy. And they seem like such a perfect couple. And she seems very perfect because MJ points that out. And MJ points out, like, even like at any particular time, 6 o'clock in the morning, she looks beautiful. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Apparently none of y'all know her name either because no one's told me in the chat. It's okay. It's all right. But I really like them as a couple. Apparently he wants more children. He's an only child, but he wants more children. My thing is Amir. Okay, first of all, she doesn't want to have more children. So respect a woman's choice. Okay. Her body, her choice, period. However, Amir, can you afford to have more children? Can we still have the same lifestyle? Are we able to have nannies? Are we still able to take trips? So that would be my question to Amir. But I really like Amir. The whole baby thing, fine. But Natasha, thank you so much. Somebody was in the chat. Thank you so much, Nikki. Her name is Natasha. I like Natasha. I like them as a couple. Okay. I love how we get on tangents. Jamie, thank you for being a member. Jamie says, snoring can be a huge issue for many people. If it interrupts your partner's sleep, I find no issue with sleeping in separate rooms. And that, my bestie from when I was in high school, that's why they slept in separate rooms, his parents. So, but that's not exactly what Tannen said. So maybe that is the issue because she says she sleeps better without him in the bed. But I get it. That would be disappointing to me, though. I will say this. That would be hard for me in a relationship that we are sleeping in separate rooms. Yes, the snoring would be annoying. And no, I wouldn't want to sleep in separate rooms. I sleep alone now. Look, oh. Whoa, Kempire. Whoa. Did y'all know Kim Coles follows me on Instagram? I thought that was so random. I was like, Kim Cole, whoa. We love you. Whoa. Anyway, I sleep alone now. So when I find my billionaire, you think I want to continue sleeping alone? Come on. Even if you are far on the other side. Well, the great thing about dating a billionaire, someone's going to come in and like, he's dating a billionaire and he's still working? I know. How dare I? The thing about dating a billionaire, the bed's going to be so huge, it'll be like we're in separate rooms. Look. Sorry. All right. Anyway, I digress. Mr. Melamaj says, Kemp, the billionaire said in order to stay together, y'all have to sleep in different bedrooms. I mean, whatever you want, boo. Just don't come in if the bedrooms are knocking. Joking. Guys, just joining us. We're talking about the Valley Persian style. Keep sharing the live. We haven't gotten into Traitors yet. We haven't gotten into Housewives of Beverly Hills yet. I have not done a just Beverly Hills recap since the season premiere. We will get to it in a second because bravo, Andy, y'all need to send Garcelle a gift basket and a paycheck. for the amount of times y'all have mentioned her name this season. Okay, just say. But back to this, and we are going to get to the Desmond Scott of it all. Okay, but back to this. So I appreciate Reza, MJ, and Gigi being the core cast here and sort of like solidifying the group. What I don't appreciate, and if you watch last night's episode of the Valley Persian Style, it really was about, well, the first 3 episodes about Gigi and her finances. Her father's taking care of her still, paying her bills still. I mean, I don't know if I believe that 100% because she does have her own money. She's on OnlyFans. She's got the toy line, and she's done reality television. But maybe she's not good with her money, so that becomes an issue. They bring it up. They're talking about it. I don't know why MJ would bring it up at a function with all these people in her business, in her finances. I'd be annoyed by that too. I have not seen any growth from Gigi though. I will say the weed is probably making her even keel because if you remember Shahs of Sunset, Homegirl was popping off all the damn time. She's very cool this season, but she's spending $3,000 to $4,000 a month on Kush. I don't do that, so I'm wondering how much y'all, for those of you that do, so those people that when I'm past, because there's a lot of those places where here in New York where you see people going in and out for like their own Kush supply, How much are you guys spending a month? Can you, for those that do, in the chat, can you let us know how much you spend a month? It can't be $3,000 to $4,000 a month. How expensive is weed? She says she spends $3,000 to $4,000 a month for weed. If you know Glonessa, then you know she needs it. I really do think that it mellows her out. Okay. Deborah says, didn't Reza bring it up? Yeah, Reza brought it up. I can't remember if he brought it up in that at the party, but he was the one who initially, because remember, he was the one helping her find a place. Because you remember, for those that remember Shahs of Sunset, Reza and MJ are in real estate, and now MJ works for the agency. Mauricio's the agency. Apparently, they must have filmed. Okay. Pageant, thank you. Dispensaries. I couldn't think of the word. It's early. I don't go to those places. Okay. That's not true. When I was because my friends in Amsterdam, they smoke, so they have dispensaries there. So I've gone. So I've definitely gone in. They're fancy. They're really nice. The ones in Amsterdam are nice. Well, it depends. Not all of them are nice. The coffee shops in Amsterdam. Thank you, Pageant Mommy. Okay, hold on. Owen says, Owen, is that your dog? Oh, cutie. $50 to $80 a month. Oh, that's cheap. That's not bad. In comparison to Gigi is spending $3,000 to $4,000 a month. That means she's perpetually high, right? She needs it though. Y'all remember her, right? Oh, hold on. Heather says $200, no taxes with MedCard. Really? Oh, look, we learned something new, and we're not judging. Please understand, we are not judging over here. Oh, hold on. Ren the friend says I spend like $400 a month. Wow. But still, it's nothing near what Gigi's spending $3,000 to $4,000 a month. His Bookie Bear says a few hundred. All right. Okay, what is a few hundred getting you though? Are you getting like blunts and stuff? Look, blunts? Like what is it getting you? Like how long does that last? Hold on, not the potheads coming out of the woodwork. No, I'm playing. I appreciate the transparency. Thank you guys, because we're trying to learn for us people that don't. I can't imagine smoking. My voice is my look. Y'all know I am a singer, but I was like a professional singer. My voice, I can't be smoking stuff. Philly says I spend like $1,000 a month. How much is that though? Like, how often are you smoking? Oh, hold on. Everybody's coming out the woodwork. I love it. I appreciate the transparency. Bloomingtail says I spend like $100 every other month, and I take a few puffs at a time. Oh, all right. Hold on. Okay, good weed isn't cheap, but $4,000 is ridiculous. Okay, all right. Just is not the potheads. Look, Millie, I'm trying to figure it out. Millie says kept figuring out the measurements of the weed. Yes. All right. Angel says, Kempire, I'm sure she's not only smoking. Wait, I'm sure she's not only smoking. She's doing edibles and flower. What is flower? Okay, hold on. Now you got to teach me what that is. I know what edibles are. What are flowers? What do you mean? What are flowers? $300 can be 4 ounces. Okay, is that a lot? Oh my God. Okay, D, do not judge people's spending habits in here, okay? This is a safe space. D says $1,000 per month is excessive. We're not judging each other. We can judge Glonessa, okay? We're not judging Glonessa. I mean, we're not judging. See, Miss Melon says, what are flowers? The little pageant mom's like, what are flowers? Come on, we're learning. We're learning. This is for educational purposes, YouTube. Do not limit us, please. Oh, it's the bud, Belisha says. All right. Flower is the greenery. But what do you do with that? You smoke the flower. I thought, wait. Okay, I'm not understanding, but okay, so wait. It's the bud. Okay, so what, you light that up and you, okay, well, this is too much. This is too much. Kemp, is this a sting operation? Mimi says. It's not. It's not. Okay, Aaliyah says flower is the weed from the ground. Okay. Flowers are what you actually smell. And that's another reason why I never could get into smoking stuff like that. I don't like the smell. And why I wouldn't date. So for you potential bachelors, I'm not going to date you if you smell like weed. Because to me, that's an odor that I don't like. So to me, you stink. No shade to anyone else. But I'm just saying, I don't like the smell. I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke either. Hey, Alexandra. Thank you for the love. Okay, hold on. Not here come the okay. Heather says, thank you for Heather Lock Dealer says, flour is what you roll into your Swisher Sweet. I have, you are speaking a whole other language right now. All of that sounded like Japanese to me. The illegal eagle in the building. Miss Esquire says, I advise y'all to I advise all of y'all to assert your right to remain silent. I am no angel, but I'm very honest, guys. I think in a past life, I must have been a lush and just something else. Because in this life, I'm like, I don't have an affinity for that stuff at all. I don't drink. I don't smoke. No. But it's okay. I'm not judging. I've never heard of swishers. No, what's a swisher? What's a swisher? Oh wait, are we talking about like the candy? Damn. Okay, where did we go right now? Gigi, you see what you did? You see what you did? Okay. Gummy CBD is expensive. Mariana says, Kempire, would you kiss a smoker? I dated a smoker in my early years, like in my 20s. I dated a smoker. And would I date one now? No. First of all, who's smoking? I mean, when I say smoker, like cigarettes, who's smoking in 2026? I know people are, but I feel like a lot of people aren't smoking anymore. You know what I mean? Belisha, okay, everybody. All right, everybody. Belisha says you can cook it and make edibles. There's no smell on your body. Okay, I don't mind that if there's no smell, because I don't judge people that partake. Some of y'all need it. Gigi from the Valley Persian style needs it. We have taken a whole turn, and I would like to get back on track. Can we get back on track, everyone? Wait, does she have her own weed line? I think she did, right? She hasn't mentioned it this season. It would make complete sense for her to have her own. But then if you have your own weed line, should you be spending that much? What I didn't like in this week's episode is when she went to Sky's house. Sky and Golnessa are not going to get along this season. I'm not even sure if I like Sky. There's something about Sky that I'm like, she's a jewelry maker. Why did she hold on to Golnessa's ring for so damn long? I don't know. But she does bring it to Golnessa's son's birthday party. No one says I judge. No, come on. We're not. This is a judge-free zone. We listen and we don't judge. Okay. Hey, Bravo Taglines, who's watching on X? I see you. Not who. Who are you talking about? Who are you asking about? Who? Oh, Europeans still smoke. I have to say, I feel like in Europe they don't really smoke that much anymore. But I could be wrong. Maybe in comparison to the old years. Sobel says Dorit smokes. Yeah, whatever. All right. Oh, it's a type. Okay, let's focus, y'all. Lee says Gigi smoking up all her product. I need to know. Can someone look that up if Glonessa does have her own weed line? Because damn. Okay, Sear says Kempire. You don't smoke your own product if you want to make loot. Well, a mess. She's still looking for a home. Her friends are talking about her finances. Glonessa is also in this particular episode meeting up with her ex. Apparently, this guy Dennis she dated. She's known a long time. Got married to him after like a short period of time. They got it annulled, but then he hooked up with one of her best friends. Then Glonessa has been in the headlines. We haven't talked about Glonessa like that, but she's been in the headlines for getting into physical fights. Apparently, she's not smoking enough of that weed. Okay. Letty says that Sky is stuck up. That's the essence that I get from Sky. Sky and her marriage seems to be fine for the most part. I don't necessarily smoke. Yes, there are issues like this week. She was upset with her husband for not getting a bartender for their event. What happened to the 80 people that she was expecting? That was like a running joke. All right, Deborah says not a fan of Sky. I get it. But to me, Sky is kind of good because she's very different than the other ladies on the cast of the Valley Persian style. I think it's a good cast, though. We get to see Reza and his relationship. They're still together 10 years in. MJ and Tommy are having issues. Tommy was crying. I get Tommy. If you're not from New York, you probably don't get... And look, does Tommy have anger management issues? He does. But there's also... Tommy talks it in a way that I think sometimes people misconstrue as him being aggressive. And some New Yorkers just talk like that. And sometimes I forget that he's from Queens. They were showing some old photos of Tommy, and I was just like, oh, damn, Tommy used to be cute. What happened, Tommy? It's all right. I just can't believe they filed for divorce because I do feel like there's a love there. Oh, they do. She does have one. Belicious looked it up. Thank you, Belicious, and for being a member. She says, according to Google, Glonessa's line is called Wusa and still open for business. That's what I was wondering. My thing is, if you're spending that much on that, you better be invested. Thank you, SW. Look, it's called Wusa. I think that's beautiful. I love that name. That's a good name. Wusa, because she completely is not Wusa. And you could tell she really values the weed. For $3,000 to $4,000 a month she's spending on weed. All right. Okay. So MJ's mom, Vita, is still there. Okay. And still the same. She looks the same too. Isn't that kind of crazy? She doesn't look any older. She looks exactly the same that she did when we first met her on Shahs of Sunset. MJ's mother, and she still is the same. Still very judgmental, still has the comments. Tommy and her got into it. Tommy's crying at the table about his marriage because Vita is saying that MJ is not happy in the marriage. So I'm not sure if I believe this divorce or not, guys. Do you believe the divorce that's happening? She filed for divorce. I don't know if I believe the divorce. Because I do believe, like, you've put up with this man for so long. What was the breaking point? I guess we have to wait and see what the breaking point was. Do we find out that he cheated or something? Like, I don't think that he cheated. He even said that. He's like, she knows that he's a good man. Here's the problem, though, with Tommy. Tommy is still holding a grudge against Reza. And one of the things I said last night when watching this, and I said this on X, shout out to X. I said, I don't think that MJ and Reza really got over their issues. And I do not blame them. I do not blame them at all for not seeing it for each other because of some of the things that were said on both sides, okay? But then they flash back to Tommy breaking up Reza's backyard. So after all these years, Tommy still does not see it for Reza. Tommy does not want to be around these people. He does, yeah. Tommy is like Tommy from Power, who I love. Power. He doesn't see it for them. He doesn't want to be around them. It's a part of the storyline. Hey, Bravo, babe. It's a part of the storyline that he does not. He'll pick her up. He'll drop her off. He doesn't want to be around this group, but he's filming with her. Here's the thing, though. I think when Shahs of Sunset ended, they all were struggling financially. what does Tommy do for work? Didn't they say he was a podcast editor? Her podcast editor? Because remember, she had a podcast too. I don't know if she still does. I mean, it would make sense, MJ, to have a podcast now because you could talk about and give the behind the scenes. I know she goes on Jeff Lewis and stuff like that. And doesn't she also go on Stassi? Not Stassi. What's that other girl's name? Shenanigans. That one. Sheena. Damn. Poor Sheena. You forgot your name already, girl. Anyone watching the Vanderpump Rules? No? Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Millie says Tommy does what Tommy from Martin did for work. Well, no, it said podcast editor. I think he's her podcast editor, so I don't think he's working. Desiree says Tommy's boycotting all events. So he doesn't see it for any of her friends, even the new friends, but the new friends haven't met him and they want to meet him. All right. There's another Reza on this cast. Y'all. Reza J. I was a little shocked and I was like, oh, good. Finally, we have someone a part of the Ligga Bigga Tigga community on this Persian show. I was wrong. I shouldn't have assumed. Okay, he's a very metrosexual. Reza J. We get to see him dating. He's a bit of an F boy. I will say this. I'm not going to say this about him directly. There are some men that are overly sexual and date a lot of women because they are trying to run away from their sexuality. Not saying that's Reza J. I'm just saying there is a conversation that can be had around men. First of all, men that hit women. Yeah. And men that over-sexualize and cheat and do all that other stuff to women. Not saying that's Reza J, but I thought that's what I thought, okay? But he's not. And if he is, let him tell us on his own time. But there are certain moments that I'm sort of like, oh, okay. And here's the thing too, culturally, it's not accepted. So there's a lot of that in the closet stuff that happens, okay? Josh, here we go. Josh says DL men love treating women bad. Watch what gays tell you. Okay. Yeah, come on now. Okay, Colton. Oh, Lord, we're going to get to that. But before we do, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. We're talking about a bunch of stuff, but you guys, just the other day, were asking me to get you some Are You Okay mugs. So now we have the travel mugs and we have the mugs for your home. Shout out to those of you. I've been seeing the orders. The Are You Okay merch is flying off the shelves, but we do have other merch there, guys. We have caps. We have things that with the logo. We have tour merch. For those that came to the tour, go get your tour merch. We also have woo woo woo. Okay. Woo woo woo. We have woo woo merch, mugs for that too. But you guys have been asking, I need to get me a travel mug. I have enough regular mugs here at home. I do not need any more mugs. But yes, if you head on over to houseofkempire.com, that's HAUS of Kempire.com, you'll be able to go to our merchandise website, or you can just go to TheKempire.com. You could also watch us. Technically, right now, if you go to TheKempire.com, you could watch us from there too. But you go to TheKempire.com, click the shop button, and bring you to our shop. Duchess says, I love a mug. I'm going to order some. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, guys. So the merch is the merchant. So go check that out. All right. I'll leave up the Are You Okay there. So to remind the people that are coming in, it's okay, Josh. I was trying to decipher what you meant, but I think we understood what you meant. Oh, Desiree says I got my shirts today. Thank you so much, Desiree. All right. I will continue to talk about the Valley Persian style during our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. I think this is a good cast. I'm definitely invested. I like that the OGs are there. I like this cast as a whole. I do. Even Sky. Sky and Tannen are really close. I like the fact that Tannen's a COO. All right. Thank you, Bravo Babe. Says, ooh, babe, I think I'm officially in the club ordering now. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I love Amir. Amir is still trying to convince his wife, Natasha, to have more babies. Okay. And Tannen and Greg they came on this show to get a divorce. Millie says, I forgot about Beverly Hills. Well.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Now we can skip. We're going to talk about Beverly Hills in a moment. Maybe I should talk about Beverly Hills now and then talk about Traitors last. Yes, let's do that. Let's just switch it up a little bit today because I feel like I rush talking about Traitors when I really want to simmer in it a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I did watch a little bit of the after show. I didn't get to see the last 5 minutes. I will say this. Sutton, and I love the fact that Kyle was just like, and that is Sutton Strack, basically, meaning that Sutton has not changed. Jennifer Tilly, I don't know why you want to be on the show. I love Jennifer Tilly, but this season, I think by the end of the season, she's going to come across so unlikable. And I don't know why you're even friends with Sutton. That could not be a friendship that I could be in, where you are basically walking on eggshells with your friend. I could not. Maybe because you're both a Virgo, so you're able to deal with that on some level. I could not. And the amount of times that they brought up Garcelle in this episode and Avi, take a drink every time they mention Avi in this episode. Where are my notes? Let me open up my notes because I did take a couple of notes in regards to this. Did you guys see Dorit on Watch What Happens Live? She didn't look herself. She looked stressed. I was surprised. And she talked about how during the season she felt like she didn't look her best. I feel like you look better than you did last night on Watch What Happens Live. But okay. All right. All right. So one of the things that I want to do, it's been on my list and I need to do it. Go to Sedona and go to the Vortex. That is something I want to do. And I want to meditate on the Vortex. I want to bring a crystal to the Vortex. Okay. So in this week's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Amanda meets up with the group and she's like showing off. I will say this, guys, I'm turning a corner when it comes to Amanda. You know, I've been trying to give Amanda grace, but I'm looking at Amanda like, okay, Amanda, you're a little annoying. Like I was trying to keep an open mind because I see what they're doing with Amanda. I see what production is doing and I see what the cast is doing. They're beating up on Amanda because she's the newbie. And I'm trying to give her some grace, but she is a little annoying. One of the things that she said last week, I want to bring up again. So one of the things that, because they asked her the question in confessional, do you ever feel like insecure or out of place when you come into these rooms? And she's like, no, never. I feel like wherever I am is where I'm supposed to be. And I said, oh. And then I literally heard Oprah say the same thing recently. And she said this multiple times, Oprah, over the years, but she recently said it again because she's on the promo trail for her new book. And I said, that is a mentality that we all could learn and take from. Okay? Because I think sometimes when we show up in spaces that we're not normally in, you have that insecurity. And Oprah said it, and she probably got it from Oprah, Amanda. Okay? OMG Steph says, Amanda is annoying, but I still like her on the show because at least she's doing something. And she's new. You got to give her some sort of grace. For me, she's a character. She's a character because there are certain moments that in this episode that made me go, oh, okay, Amanda. Like she's good for television because there's something off about her. Whatever's wrong with her, I kind of like it. So she comes in and she's showing off her Chanel book bag, and Sutton doesn't like her at all. But who does Sutton like? You see how Sutton treats Avi. You saw how Sutton treated Garcelle. You see how Sutton treats her best friend of how many years, Jennifer Tilly. So I'm not expecting anything from Sutton. Sutton is coming into the season saying that she has changed. She has not changed. She just changed the direction of who she's focused on. So when she was beaten up on Dorit and on Erica, she's now focused that attention on Amanda. But Amanda's not fazed by Sutton. She's not like, oh my God, boo-hooing or crying about it. Okay? Leah says, what did Oprah say? Oprah basically said the same thing Amanda said, because people talk about how a lot of times she's in rooms with people that do not look like her. It's a bunch of men, a bunch of white men, and she says she always walks into those rooms, never feeling like she doesn't belong there. She walks into those rooms feeling like she belongs in those rooms. So basically, the same thing that Amanda said last week. All right, Vallejo says, "Why is Sutton still on the show? Ego? It can't be the money. We know that she doesn't need the money." Ego, and the fact that she probably doesn't have any real friends in real life. So this is the time that she's able to have real friends, and they're not even real friends. These people do not like her. They're tolerating her. Sarah says that Sutton doesn't like anyone. She's insecure. She's very insecure. Very. Kira says Sutton was more tolerable when she was drinking. You didn't see her drinking this episode? Sutton was a little tipsy. Because you saw her drinking the wine. Sutton, I normally cannot tell when someone is inebriated. I can tell with Sutton. Sutton was definitely either inebriated or medicated. I don't know. Desiree says she's trying to redeem herself. And it's not coming across authentic. It's coming across you're trying to do damage control. And I don't know if you watched the after show. If you watched the after show, when Sutton is talking with Jennifer Tilly about what Jennifer said on the show about this is why Garcelle left, because Sutton, it's always about Sutton. That is such an awkward conversation because Jennifer Tilly is trying to backtrack. It's like, I don't think I said that. I think that's not exactly what I said. Because I never really had a conversation with Garcelle, but I don't. And then Sutton's just looking over at her like, that is not exactly what happened with Garcelle. You know, of all people, I was really hurt when Garcelle and I friendship ended. So it was very awkward. So if you didn't watch the after show, that alone could be worth watching. It's within the first 10 minutes. So Desiree says that Kyle added extra sauce to it though, because that's what Kyle does. Kyle is a producer on the show. She's been on the show so long. This is why people are so mad that she's going to be on Ultimate Girls Trip again. They're like, we don't need that. We need a break from Kyle. The oversaturation. My thing is, if Kyle was smart, she'd be like, you know what, guys, I'll be a part of it, but I don't want to be a main cast member. It's oversaturating your brand. Not to say that she has much of a brand. Okemia says that I hate that Garcelle gave Sutton so much allegiance. Well, not anymore. She's done. Virgo Leo Cap says, I'm living for Kempire's impressions. I think that Jennifer Tilly one was pretty good, right? I think that was pretty good. But it was awkward. It was awkward to watch the after show because Jennifer Tilly was definitely trying to backtrack on it. But yeah. Miss Esquire says, I hate to say it, but Sutton is a Virgo in distress. We do this sometimes. Do tell. Are you going to call in? Do tell. I need you to explain what you mean by that. Because you know I have a lot of Virgos in my life. And I'm just like, y'all work my nerves. Singer DST says, Kempire, keep that impression for Jennifer Tilly. Foxy says that Garcelle is done with Sutton. No, she really is. And she should be, especially after this season and how she's talking about Garcelle on this show. She should definitely be done with her. Singer DST says that Garcelle said that the door is closed. Ooh, Virgo Leo Cap says, you right, Miss Escar. We do this. Oh, I need you guys to call in and explain. Please call and explain because I need to understand. Because I have never met a Virgo like Sutton, thankfully. Or maybe I have, and I just haven't realized it. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Guys, you're just joining us. We're talking about the latest episode of The Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know you're not watching it, but I'm here to recap it for you. I'm suffering through. Okay. Don't forget, you can also hear our live recaps and special episodes on the Kempire podcast. I did drop 2 recaps of Members Only Palm Beach on the Club Kempire. That is the paid Apple Podcast subscription. You can get it via the app, but if you don't have an Apple device, you can get it via the website. Okay? So if you missed that, be sure to check that out. Let me see what you guys say. Miss Esquire, kudos, because yes, when I'm in distress, I run for the hills and do whatever I can. You see how many Virgos we got in the chat? Hold on. I'm all in y'all conversations because y'all trying to have one-on-one conversations. So Miss Esquire says to Virgo Leo Cap, I can be so hard on my people sometimes and make them feel like nothing they say or do is good enough. Ooh. Thank you, Shay. Shay says, Kempire, your impressions bring me so much joy. And I don't even think my impressions are even good, to be honest with you. But I have to give myself some credit. I do feel like that Jennifer Tilly impression for a second there was pretty damn good. But replay crew, I know you'll drag me in the comments. It's okay because I don't read them. All right. All right, let me move on. So, damn, I haven't even focused. I've digressed so much. Jennifer keeps talking, and so they end up, a small group of them. It was only, what was it, Sutton, Jennifer Tilly, Amanda, and Kyle go for the vortex. So I will say this, y'all. Amanda says that Jennifer Tilly is talkative, and everyone. Oh, and what's her name? Erica went as well. And Jennifer is just talking, and Amanda just asks, like, is she always this talkative? And they're like, Erica asked if Amanda even knows who Jennifer Tilly is, because she says she's a millennial. I'm a millennial. I know who Jennifer Tilly is. Okay, she's not that young. Okay, if she was like in her 20s, I could probably say that. But she's not. Maybe she's not. Maybe a little cut. Maybe she's like just making millennial. No, she's like nearly 40. Okay, look, Tiffany says I do that sometimes as a Virgo too. Lord have mercy. Oh, Letty says Virgos can be mean. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Oh, the Virgos about to fight in the comments right now. So I agree with Amanda. For me, Jennifer's being a little annoying this season. Anyone else? And it could be because they're showing her so much. It's like she's carrying the season. Is no one else willing to work this season? Because she's constantly asking questions and she's constantly talking. But that's also very Virgo. Very talkative bunch. Which for me, as a Taurus who doesn't mind a little quiet and doesn't really need to talk a lot, I'm good on I'm good on, someone talking a lot more. But sometimes, like, when you really want quiet, sometimes you just want to be like, shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. All right. Moving on from that. Kyle talks to Erica a little bit about Dorit being frustrated with her and her going over Dorit's house the other day. And Dorit being frustrated with Kyle regarding the PK of it all. This is probably the only time I'll defend Dorit. Kyle has a way of even, and it could be because she's a Capricorn. You Capricorns weigh in. It's like she can't even pretend. She can't even pretend for her friend that she's on her friend's side. It's very Virgo. She can't even pretend like, girl, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Okay, I'm rooting for you. But she can't do that. She's just like, but is PK really like that? She can't even do that for Dorit. Because she then says that Mauricio says that PK is a great dad and that Dorit is blocking PK from seeing the kids. Here's the thing. That's the one thing I actually believe Dorit. Because it's not like we don't see PK out and about in London. You know what I mean? So I can't say that he's a great dad. I can't say that she's a great mom because I don't really see her mom. I'm not around her. But I just don't. Okay, Ariana says we can't pretend. That I don't have a lot of Capricorns around me, but I that's the sense that I get. Look, V says nope, us Capricorns don't fake it. See? That's why y'all should be, because I don't think Virgos can fake it either. Tauruses, we can fake it more. We of the earth signs, we probably can fake it better than the other ones. I mean, it drains us though, so we'll have to get away very quickly. But we'll be able to okay. Okay. All right. So this is what Mauricio had to say about PK. PK basically is a good father, and that Dorit's blocking him from seeing the kids. I don't know if I believe that. What do you guys believe? So the other ladies, boring scene, they go shopping. Fine. Dorit says she doesn't like that Kyle is making excuses for PK, understandably. Rachel said that she also noticed Kyle's behavior. Rachel was being a good friend to Dorit. What's Rachel's sign? I think we talked about this. What is Rachel's sign? Because I have to say, I agreed with Rachel. The last thing that you want is your friend to be making excuses or making faces where it seems like you're supporting this ex. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big fan of Dorit, but I kind of get where she's coming from with Kyle. Like, Kyle's annoying with this. It's like, do you not see me at all? Or see my side of things? She's very male centered, Kyle. In my bag, 1111, you know, I love those numbers, says, yep, I'm a Cap and it's hard to fake. Even if I try, my face will reveal how I really feel. Virgo for Rachel? Oh, she's a Virgo. Well, that makes sense. She definitely moves like a Virgo. She definitely moves like a Virgo. Especially if you know her from her other reality show. Oh, here go Josh. Here go the Virgos. Here go the Virgos. All right, Virgo. You got another one. There's, what, at least 3 Virgos on this cast? That's interesting. But this is why you need to know people's moon sign and rising signs. All right. Let's move on. So before dinner, Bozoma talks to Keely. So I felt for Bozoma because she's literally doing these hormonal treatments, and you can see that she feels tired. Her energy is different. Her energy is low. She has a conversation with Keely about her injections, and she's about to go for her sonogram. Here's the vibe, though, I got. He was like, I love you. He's like, I love you, too. I don't know. Something about that relationship feels a little performative. And again, maybe it's like what we see with Quad and King on Married to Medicine, that on camera, they act weird. Like they can't be natural. But we schmoogled and we went down a whole rabbit hole with Keely and his past in acting. It's a long past. It was many, many years ago. But I don't know, something about this relationship. But we will see that they get engaged later on this season. Okay. All right. Amanda talks to Kyle because she has a friend that knows Avi. And that friend told her, I'll spill all the real dirt on Sutton. Apparently, she's saying this is what Avi's saying. Do I think Avi's saying that? I don't think Avi would say that. I'm almost 100% sure that Avi signed an NDA. And I think that's part of the reason why Sutton is saying, I don't believe Avi would say anything like that. Because he signed an NDA. You know what I mean? So, do I believe that there's dirt on Sutton that Avi knows? Yes. However, I'm just sort of like, I don't think Amanda's making it up either. Do you guys think Amanda's making it up? I don't think so. I do believe someone definitely said that to her. And it might not even just be Avi. Because word on the street, when I was over there in West Hollywood, everybody knows Sutton because apparently Sutton and her gays be up and down there drinking and having a good old time. So it wouldn't shock me that, the gays talk and they know stuff about her. So that wouldn't shock me at all. At all. So I don't know if I believe necessarily Avi would be the one spilling the tea, because I do believe that he signed some sort of NDA and he would face major ramifications for doing anything like that. Rachel says Amanda was for sure lying. Really? Way of Key says Amanda may be a scammer, but not a liar.
Lies!
Wait. What's Amanda's sign? Can someone find that out for me? What's Amanda's sign? I don't think we ever talked about that. Okay. All right. So Amanda brings this information to Kyle. All right. Then they go downstairs. They're getting ready. They're making dinner. Only for us to find out it's like 10, almost 11 o'clock, and they're trying to make dinner. Everyone's late coming down to dinner. Kathy's down there making some pasta. And everyone is still coming down, but Sutton didn't come down until like 11 something, and Sutton's the one making the chicken, the main dish. So they're going to end up eating like nearly 1 a.m. But that's not unusual for Housewives, especially when filming this show. All right. So Amanda tells Sutton about the Avi incident. She pulls her to the side and she brings up the Avi incident. She says that Avi said to Amanda to hire him, it will piss Sutton off. And then it made me think, is that what happened when Garcelle invited Avi to her red carpet event for her Lifetime movie? Because everyone was talking about it. And here's the thing. We caught Sutton in a lie. First of all, Jennifer says that she spoke to Avi, and she thought that him not working for Sutton would be temporary. But he also thought that him not working for her would be temporary. So I'm not sure what happened there. Sutton says she doesn't believe that Avi said any of what Amanda's reporting back, and said that this isn't, if she's trying to become friends with her, this isn't a good way to do it. Sutton, oh wait. Oh, Sutton gets really upset about this conversation because everyone starts weighing in and their thoughts about the whole Avi of it all. She doesn't want to even talk about it. And they flash back. She says she's trying to go in a different direction right now. And they flash back to when she's turning out, like losing her mind. Wait, Amanda is a Virgo? Oh my, there is way too many Virgos on this cast. Another Virgo? Wow. Wow. Do they not check the astrological signs when they're hiring these people? That's interesting. Oh, Kendra says, whew, glad she's not a Taurus. She definitely wasn't giving Taurus vibes. Virgo, I can see. I can definitely see Virgo. So they're about to have a Virgo off during on this show. Okay. So Sutton doesn't like the fact that they're even talking about Avi, which is interesting to me. What? Hold on, wait a minute. IA says, Kempire, I think Avi is married to a woman. What? I know, I was shocked too. Excuse me? What? Huh? Avi's married to a woman. Oh. All right. So Sutton gets really upset. She says she's been trying to work on herself. She doesn't want to talk about this. She's like, if you guys want to talk about this amongst yourselves, that's fine, but I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Sutton apparently spoke to Reba. She said, my mama, I need to talk to you as a patient and not as a daughter. Okay. And she says, a lot of her anger from last season, she feels it stems from her marriage. And she feels like she took it out on other people. So what is going on right now? Sutton is trying to find every excuse to spin the narrative as to what happened last season versus what's happening this season. You know what I mean? So I find that to be very interesting. Look, I find that to be very interesting, but not interesting enough for us to be harping on it this season. They're losing me this season with this whole narrative of trying to spin something different. Okay. All right. My mama, exactly. My mama, SW says in the chat, I spoke to my mama. So she gets really upset. She gets really upset in regards to this whole conversation about Avi coming up. So they finally end up eating dinner around 12:48 a.m. That's kind of crazy. I would have wanted to go to sleep. I don't know how they do it. And then they probably have to get up really early to start filming. So the next day, Sutton confronts Amanda in the morning she'd say, were you saying things about me being late? So she confronted her in the morning and called her Missy. She was like, oh, all right. Then Rachel talks about, she has a friend that's a life coach. She says she's made like a list of 30 qualities of what she wants her next partner to be like. And Amanda's like, oh, I've done that too. They want to harp on the fact that Amanda's always bringing up, oh, I've done that too, or I have that too. So they're constantly doing that. Okay. So, but Amanda says, she did the same, and that's how she manifested her current husband, Eddie, or her fiance. And she says that she says something that I was sort of like, why was this necessary to mention to people? But this is very Virgo, so it's making more and more sense. This is very Virgo, just sharing way too much. She's just like, yeah, I don't know why this was necessary. She's like, I make in a month what he makes in a year. I'm the breadwinner in the relationship. Why are you sharing that with these women? They didn't need to know that. The world didn't need to know that. I think people probably could assume that, but the world did not need to know that you are the breadwinner. I was like, oh. Rita Alicia says she's definitely a one-upper. Well, we're definitely seeing that. Okay. So I'm like, okay, all right, fine. All right. All right. So the ladies then go shopping. And Amanda takes a bunch of business calls in the drive to go shopping, and Erica's just annoyed. She's just like, we all have businesses. We all have do you? Do you have a business, America, that we don't know about? Oh, was it Erica Jane LLC that got the $25 million? That one? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not that one. Okay. But it was annoying because first of all, it'd be different if you're working on your phone, but you're taking calls on the phone, and there are two people on either side of you. I doubt they want to hear your work calls. You know what I mean? But it feels like she was being performative to kind of show, like, oh, I'm working. I'm a busy woman. I mean, that kind of thing. I was like, okay. Did anyone pay attention to every time that they've gone shopping this season? I'm paying attention. I'm like, where is this money coming from, Dorit? Because you're complaining that you're not sure what you have to pay for or what you have to take care of because of PK. PK's not taking care of everything. So I'm like, where's this money coming from? Unless the credit cards that you're using, he's still paying for. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Dorit and her finances in the coming years. Because yes, Dorit makes money from being on the show. She makes a decent salary. I saw someone, I forgot where Andy Cohen was, but he was confronted and asked about Erica Jane and her spending and things like that. And he was like, well, she has a salary from this show. And then, yeah, but that salary from the show is not enough for the lifestyle that some of these women are living, especially not Dorit. The salary from the show, especially because, yes, let's say they make nearly $1 million. They're not getting $1 million. They have to pay agents and things like that and taxes. So, exactly. Akima says American Express lawsuit loading in 5432. I don't know. Pachamami says maybe it's insurance. Oh, God. Oh, God. Amanda goes into the coffee shop and she says, "Can I get a ceremonial?" Oh, wait, is your matcha ceremonial? Rachel Zoe is there and she's like, "What the hell is ceremonial matcha?" I have no idea. I have never heard of that before, but the lady seemed to know the answer and she answered it. And so Amanda tries to make an order and she's just like, and mind you, these are two Virgos trying to make an order. But Rachel's sitting there like, what is wrong with this girl? Rachel doesn't seem to like Amanda either. I can see it. That's what I'm telling you. In this particular episode, now I've turned a corner with Amanda. I don't know if I like her either. I don't know if I like her. All right. So this is their last night in Sedona, and they go to the airport to have dinner. The thing is, I've heard of people doing this before. I'm not sure if it was in Sedona, but it's supposedly like at this particular restaurant, you're supposed to have a nice view. I don't know if this is that restaurant because the view that we saw wasn't very nice. You know? But I've heard of the people doing that. I can't remember if it was in Sedona. But they go to the airport. I don't know if this is the same airport they're going to be flying out of to have to have dinner. Okay, hold on. Noah says ceremonial matcha is the highest quality. Okay, harvested in a certain region in Japan. Okay. Amy J on speakerphone. Yep, Amanda was on speakerphone. Girl, stop. I agree. All right. All right. So Amanda confronts Sutton about what Sutton said, calling her Missy. And Sutton basically says to her, "If I'm mad at you, you'll know it." But she says, "I was maybe a little agitated because of the whole comment about her being late." So Sutton denies that it has to do with Avi. Okay. Erica doesn't want to hear about Avi anymore. She says, "We're already at the airport." That made me giggle to myself. Every once in a while, Erica has a good one-liner in her confessional. She's like, "I don't want to hear anything more about Avi. I'm already at the airport." Okay. All right. This is already a bad night. So Sutton thinks that Amanda is using her to get attention. Sutton refuses to talk about it, and she doesn't want to be included in these conversations. So this is where she delves more into it. She's like, you guys can talk about it, but she doesn't want to talk about it. But here's what stood out to me in this conversation. Sutton admits that her and Avi had a falling out. And I saw on Watch What Happens Live, Dorit said, we didn't believe Sutton when she said that, oh, she didn't need him anymore. Life things were changing. So here, Sutton basically admits that's not the reason why she let Avi go. She said that they had a falling out. So as everyone is bringing it up and talking about it, Jennifer Tilly decides that she's going to chime in. But before she could even say anything, Sutton says, "Please stop." And Jennifer's just like, "But I wasn't going to even mention what they're mentioning. I was going to say something else." She's like, "Please stop." I'm like, oh, but this is exactly the problem that people have with Sutton. This is who Sutton is. This isn't Sutton Brown. This is Sutton Strack. And that's exactly what Kyle says. She even gets snippy with Kyle. And then Amanda, this is why I think Amanda's funny. Amanda randomly says to Sutton, "Do you cry often?" It's so random. It's almost like, hear me out. Because some of you didn't like Mary Cosby in the beginning, but those quirky little moments stood out to you. That's what I get from Amanda. These quirky little random moments where she's just like, "Do you cry?" Like random. We are talking about Avi. We're talking about something else. She'll come out there and she's just like, "Do you cry often?" Sutton looks at her like, what? I was like, wait a minute. So Jennifer gets up. She excuses herself because Kyle's going to the bathroom. Are you going to go to the bathroom? I'll go to the bathroom with you. So she's outside and she's commiserating with Kyle about Sutton. But you shouldn't commiserate with Kyle. Kyle is a producer. So Kyle's in her confession is like, "I'm so surprised that Jennifer, who's been friends with Sutton for so long, is complaining about her. You saw what just happened? Wouldn't you complain about your friend too?" And Jennifer basically says this is probably why Garcelle left, because it's always about Sutton. But I told you during the after show, Jennifer Tilly was backtracking on what she says. She's like, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't think that's exactly what I said. Jennifer, you said what you said. Stand on it. This is not your friend. The end of their friendship is looming. I wouldn't be surprised that when they're not filming, they're not hanging out as much as they did before. Right? Oh, Millie says commiserate is the word of the week if you watch Traitors. But Michael Rappaport was using it incorrectly. Millie. He was using it incorrectly. He was using it incorrectly. Oh, Michael Rappaport. Oh. Again, we're about to get into Traitors, okay? So if you haven't watched yet, then you might want to turn this off and come back later, okay? Foxy says the backtracking was silly. I agree 100%. I didn't understand. Jennifer, stand on it. I'm so surprised that Jennifer Tilly she's always been like a very sweet woman, but her being scared of Sutton, like what does Sutton have that you don't have? You seem to have a very good life, from the Simpsons money to your own acting career to the gambling business that you get into. Like, you don't need Sutton. So I'm surprised. I'm very, very surprised. Exactly. Amy says that Jennifer said it, but she felt bad after saying it. I don't know why. It's true. It's true. Stand on it. Stand on it. You're right. That came out as a truth, that this is why Garcelle left, because it always has to be about Sutton. And that's what happened at the reunion. That's why Garcelle left. It always had to be about Sutton. Sutton's throwing her under the bus. She's not showing a united front. And she's just like, I don't have any friends here. People, I hope, by this season are understanding more and more why Garcelle decided to leave. Josh says, in those words, Kemp, shout out to everyone. To everybody, I had fun. No spoilers for me. I'll see y'all in 20. I'm about to get into Traitors. I get it. Some of you, it literally aired at 9 p.m. Eastern last night here in America. So some of you did not have a chance to watch it. I did. I am in. Let's just get into Traitors. So that's it. Look, Dorit says that she knows Sutton is working on herself and that she has her back.
Lies! The lies!
This season, it's not as bad as Roni's last season, but it's also not great. It's not a great season, and it's because they've decided to keep people that really have nothing going on. I'm enjoying Amanda for what it is. I'm enjoying Kathy Hilton and her little quirky moments, but that's it. What else is going on? Jennifer Tilly is trying to carry the show on her back, and this was never Jennifer Tilly's job. Bloomingtail says that Jennifer's loyal to Sutton because she brought her on the show, but she doesn't need the show. She doesn't need the show, but maybe she does. A lot of people assume they know people's situations, and maybe for her ego, she wants to be on this show and she likes it. I don't know. But I'm telling you this right now, Jennifer, the longer you're on the show, the more unlikable you're going to become to the audience. And I don't think you need that. But maybe she's seeing what's happened with Garcelle's acting in her career. And she's like, okay, maybe this will get me some more acting jobs. Maybe this will get me some more acting jobs. Oh, damn. Okay. Maybe it'll get you some more acting jobs. I don't know. All right, guys, we're almost at 400 likes. Let's get to 400 likes. I'll drop the call link for you guys. Let's get to 425 likes because there are a lot of you here that have not liked the video yet. Keep liking the video, but if you're a member of the channel, I'm going to drop the call link for you guys before I get into Traitors. And there's just so much to say about Traitors. There's no way that I could get into every single detail. They did drop 2 new episodes last night. I did end up watching the first 2 episodes again, but then I was like, okay, I need to just watch the newest episodes. So I will probably go back and watch episode 3, 4, and 5 again. It's good. It's good. I'm loving Traitors. But okay, no, before we even get to the Traitors, I almost forgot I had a story to get into, y'all. Before I even get into the story, I have to talk about Desmond Scott and Kristy Sarah. Somebody go get Josh back. Josh, come back. We're not going to get into Traitors yet. I want to get in, and I will put timestamps later, guys. I'll put timestamps later. Nia, thank you so much for the super chat. Nia says Reza J is feminine. He forgot how to say masculine. Yeah, I did see that. Thank you for the super chat. Nicole, thank you so much for the super chat. Nicole says starting the show off like The Wire. Oh, what? What happened? Cece, thank you for the super chat. Cece says, hey, just sending some love to my fave, #1 of my top 10. Thank you. Thank you, Cece. And for being a member. Amy J, thank you so much for the super chat. Amy J, thank you so much for being a member. Dorit needs a therapist. I feel like Kyle has stepped out and lost empathy for her friend and now playing both sides. I don't know if she's playing both sides. I feel like she's playing one side. PKs. Way of Keith, thank you so much for the super chat and for being a member. I think Virgos have enough evidence for a class action lawsuit against Kempire. Hopefully we can get Miss Esquire as the lead attorney. All right, and then we are going to block Way of Keith. Abundance of Adrian, thank you so much for the super chat. Adrian says, Jennifer got a new role in School Spirits. See, from being on the show. From being on the show, it's put her out there. All right. All right. Oh, wait, Josh is still here, y'all. Josh is still here. All right. Josh says, I believe Desmond to be a part of the broken wrist community. Not the broken wrist community. I don't want to slander, I swear, but that woman he was kissing, look. I had the same thought, but let's focus. Let's focus. All right. So if you've been under a rock, this story has been trending everywhere in regards to Desmond and Kristy Sarah. Okay, they are a social media couple. They make a lot of content about their relationship, fashion, all kinds of stuff. He makes content. They have millions of followers. So this news broke last week that Kristy filed for divorce and basically said that she was filing for divorce because of infidelity. He then came out with a statement several days ago where he says, I want to begin by apologizing to Kristy, our family, and everyone who has been impacted by the public attention surrounding the situation. Which is interesting when we talk about the video footage, okay? Yes, I had the video footage too, all right? He says, I know this news has been disappointing for many, and I'm truly sorry for the hurt it has caused. Kristy is the mother of my children, and that will always come first. I remain fully committed to being an active, present, and loving parent to our boys, as I have always been. Kristy and I have faced challenges and made sincere efforts to work through them. Towards the end of 2025, I wanted to separate. The end of 2025, sir, was just not even 3 weeks ago. towards the end of 2025. When? November? December? When? A lot of people are dragging Desmond for this statement. Okay, so he says, Kristy and I have faced challenges and made sincere efforts to work through them. Toward the end of 2025, I wanted to separate, and I had conversations with Kristy regarding this. During this period, I made choices that I am not proud of. I took responsibility for those actions. I shared this with her directly and personally, and ultimately we decided to divorce. I asked for privacy, not privacy. I don't understand. How are you private? Your whole relationship is social media. I get it. You have every right to your privacy. I just find it so weird when couples that make their relationship their social media, and then like, I would like to ask for privacy after you're caught out there cheating. During this period, I made choices that I'm not proud of. I took responsibility for those actions. I mean, look, wait, hold on. The timeline's not time. You told her at the end of 2025 that you wanted a divorce, Desmond. You told her at the end of 2025. Within that period of time, you ended up cheating? That doesn't... You have no self-control. You have no self-control that you could not wait until you officially separated and signed on a dotted line. You could not wait. Okay. That doesn't make sense to me, but fine. Thank you to everyone who supported us over the years. I'm grateful for the support and will continue sharing my love for cooking and the things that inspire me. I hope you'll continue that journey with me. This sounds like he was trying to do damage control, because being called out for infidelity, a lot of the people that followed him were probably women and a few questionable gays, because that's what stood out to me. When they announced this divorce, so many people in the comment section were like, wait, was it a man? So a lot of people speculated. They thought that maybe he was a part of the Ligga Bigga Tigga crew. The Alphabet Mafia. I can say that. I'm a part of it. Okay. And I was like, oh, because I've only seen a couple of their videos. And honestly, I've only started seeing their videos recently. Like in the last year, I've saw their, maybe not even the last few months, I've seen their videos. So when I saw this become headline news, I said, wait a minute. I was just watching one of their videos. And they're getting a divorce? So I knew nothing about them. Savannah says, Desmond, are you okay? Desmond, go get one of the mugs. Desmond, go get one of the mugs. Available now, houseofkempire.com. House of Kempire, go get one of the mugs. Ooh. So I recently saw some of their videos and I was like, wait a minute. I knew nothing about them. Okay. And now I know everything about them, but maybe too damn much. But I was so drawn to the comment section. The comment section were like, oh my God, I always thought that he was blah, blah, blah. So last night when I was on TikTok, someone brought this story up, hence why we're talking about it today, because I didn't plan on talking about it, but we talk about everything in pop culture. And I feel like on a day of Real Housewives, why not talk about the ultimate housewife, social media housewives? Don't be surprised if Andy, where does she live? Is she in Texas? Where did they live? So you don't be surprised someone's going to try and want to do a reality show with her. Okay? I did see that Kristy posted on her social media. Kristy is like, I'm still living my best life over here. Look what she posted on her social media. She says, same address. Oh, okay. Looking fabulous. Beautiful home. She has the most followers. She has like 9 point something million followers. He has like 1.9 million followers. And I'm sure losing them by the day. Especially after TMZ got their hands on video footage of Desmond kissing someone at the club. But let me just first of all tell you what TMZ reported. They said, Kristy Scott filing for divorce from her husband, Desmond Scott, doesn't seem to be bothering him one bit, because just days later, he was spotted getting hot and heavy with another woman. And TMZ got the proof. So they said that catch the late night Sunday clip, Desmond looked very comfortable at a Houston bar. Oh, so see, I was right. Houston, Real Housewives of Houston, here we come. They said that Desmond looked very comfortable at a Houston bar, Santee, with a woman parked on his lap as the two went full makeout mode, like a pair of teenagers. It's pretty raunchy behavior, better suited for behind closed doors. But these two were fully locked, completely ignoring the room as they put their intimate display on full public view. Well, hear me out, because I had an aha moment when I was live on TikTok last night. And I said, wait a minute. I said, is this a scheme that Todd set up for Desmond to come to us with the BS? Because I know Desmond probably saw all those comments where you guys were saying that he was a part of the Ligga Bigga Tigga alphabet community. And I said, did he do this intentionally? First of all, because you guys were saying that, assuming that he had cheated with a man. And then, because it doesn't make sense. You put out a
Always
statement.
wanted to go skydiving, but I was over the 250-pound weight limit.
Sorry, y'all. Damn, TMZ and their ads. Stop. Oh, I was like, who's that lady talking? I'm hearing voices. You heard that? Look, you heard that? No. So I said to myself, I was like, I had the aha moment when I was on TikTok, and I said, wait, did he do this and go public with this footage because he wanted to dispel the rumors that he cheated with a man? That's what I said. I said, wait a minute, is that why he did that? Okay. It wasn't YouTube apps. I have YouTube Premium. Don't play me. Don't play me. I have YouTube Premium. Okay? Claire says, what community? The Ligga Bigga Tigga Alphabet Mafia community. But I saw all the comments. I felt like the comments on all the blogs were saying it. So the fact that this video footage, because this is new video footage. This is not video footage before. So he intentionally, you're a divorced man. You're asking for privacy, but you're at the club. You're at the club. Okay. You're at the club kissing. Can we stop publications? Oh, a Houston model. Well, it's been revealed the Houston model is what? Marissa Springer. She ain't nobody's model. She's as much as a model as any of y'all that go on there and take a couple of pictures of yourself and then you're a little pretty and you post them up on the Instagram. A Houston model. I ain't never seen her at any runway shows. Maybe she was. I don't know. Do you guys know who she is? Anybody know who she is? Is she a popular model? We got Houston people. Okay. We got Houston. Come on, Houston. Do you know who this lady is? I have her picture. I will say what Josh said. It did cross my mind. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. But anyway, look. Welcome. No judgments. Either way, why did we need this display? I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna walk you through this scene, okay? All right. So what we're seeing here, let me pause it. This is Desmond. This is Marissa. She's not a mystery woman anymore, okay? This is Marissa sitting in his lap at the club, okay? Desmond, that's Desmond, who's still a married man. He is still a married man. Exactly. Ms. Parker said they use model too loosely nowadays. For a while now. It's been a few years where they've been using it loosely for a while. Sir says, Sir Narcissus, I like your name. If Desmond lives here in Houston trying to dispel LGBT rumors, this ain't the city for the gays anymore. He might have a dude in Dallas or Austin. What? So wait, so when I come to Houston, I can't find a boo? Oh, okay. Noted. Look, noted. Hold on. B. Nicole says, I'm in Houston. I've never seen her or heard of her, but that jawline is strong. I was thinking the same thing, y'all. So let me go back through the video footage. Let's go back. So this is Desmond. TMZ got their hands on the video footage. We're playing under fair use, okay, for research and journalistic purposes. So, okay. She's sitting in his lap and he's slobbing her down at the club. Slobbing her down after asking us to give him privacy. He's at the club in an open space. So it's not even like if you go to certain clubs and there's like a booth or there's a VIP section. And maybe that is the VIP section, but it's very open. This feels intentional. This feels like he wants to make the world know he's not part of the Ligga Bigga Tigga crew. And for me, I feel like it's damage control. That's what it feels like to me. Okay? For this to come out. Oh, damn. Never mind. I just saw something in the comment section. Okay, let me focus. So, okay. They making out. Making out, y'all. Who's the guy that was in front of him? He's kind of cute. Who's the guy in front of him? What club was this? Everyone's dancing. Everyone's they're zooming in. Not okay, TMZ. This feels intentional, y'all. Because why would you be making out at the club when your divorce is already very, very it's everywhere. This is because I know some of you probably get frustrated with me when I feel like everything is a scheme that Todd set up for these people to come to us with the BS. But you would be surprised behind the scenes how so much is orchestrated, how some of these relationships are orchestrated. And I know some of you are like, but they've been married for so long and they had a kid. You would be surprised what people will do for fame. Y'all believe all this other stuff about these black artists, what they would do for fame. But the minute we bring somebody from the other side, like, oh, well, this is what they did for fame. Like, oh, I don't believe it. Really? So maybe he hired Olivia Pope. No, he didn't, because this wasn't smart. I honestly believe this is damage control. This is damage control. For those that are just joining us, we're talking about Desmond Scott getting caught out there with Marissa. Apparently, she's a popular. No, I'm adding the popular word. Apparently, she is a model. Okay, that likes Erewhon. I know that drink was expensive. Apparently, she is a model, a Houston model. Okay, I feel like this was damage control because the amount of comments that I saw on every blog talking about this, where people were like, thinking, oh, he's a part of the community, the LGBT community. So I think he did this intentionally to be like, no, I cheated with a woman. That's what I think he did this for. Because you can't, in the same breath, in this statement, ask for privacy, and then all of a sudden you're at the club making out with this random. You're a married man. You apparently asked for a divorce. I don't know if you asked for a divorce. That's not exactly what you said. You were having these issues at the end of 2025. We just got into 2026. Okay? So I'm not understanding the motivation in regards to going out to a public place. You could go to maybe because you ain't at the same address. Where are you staying? Are you staying at Marissa's house? Because Kristy said, I'm same address. Okay, all right. Same address. Beautiful. Well, first of all, she's beautiful, but that's a beautiful home. Like, I'm more interested in the home. Yeah, so this was him this is him at the club making out with Marissa. A model. That's all I'm going to say. A model. Okay. I'm trying to find out who the guy is in front with the hoodie. Who's that? Who that? He's probably straight. This is probably a straight club. Okay. Someone took footage of them. I would not be shocked, y'all. Some people I saw in the comment section speculating that maybe it was Marissa, who is probably a failed model. Now people know her name. Now all of us know who exactly Marissa Springer is. Okay? Okay, jawline. Okay, jawline. Now we know who she is. She's probably like, win-win. I get attention. You get attention. Everyone doesn't think that you are, How you doing? Look, I'm not saying anything, but I hate the fact that men nowadays, not saying that this is him. I hate the fact that there are DL men still in 2025. And I get it. I'm not telling you need to come out the closet, but I don't like it if you are being a fraud to women and putting women's sexual health in jeopardy. That's where I draw the line. I don't like that. If you want to be in the closet and you don't want people knowing your business, that's fine. I don't mind that. But if you are fronting, if you're fronting and you're dating women and you're not being 100% transparent with them, then I don't like that. Bloomingtail says model equals available for hire. Okay, look. Yeah, so that's the Desmond Scott story. I've gotten you up to date. I'll be adding some timestamps after the live, but I wanted to get you guys all updated with what's going on. I didn't realize that there were men. It's still like one of my stretch therapists tells me about the DL men. I was like, there's still DL men in part of y'all generation, but I guess between cultures and there are certain cultures that are still very homophobic. But I was just like, damn. Not Jerry Springer's daughter. Does he have a daughter? Oh, but I don't think Marissa Springer is that person. So apparently she's been identified. The woman that was making out with married Desmond Scott, who just announced that they were having problems towards the end of 2025, and he said he wanted to separate. But apparently she found out that he was cheating. Kristy, girl, send me a DM, girl. Is this the woman that you found out he was cheating with? I don't know. All right, let me move on. I did drop the call-in link oh damn, we got a lot of people backstage. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to talk about Traitors. Let me talk about Traitors, and then we'll get to the callers. All right? So buckle up. Don't go anywhere. Members. Let me say thank you. And thank you so much. End Up, aka Foxy Feline. Thank you for being a member for the super chat. End Up says, what Traitors episodes are you specifically reviewing? I haven't had a chance to watch. Dropped today. I'm reviewing the latest episodes. That's episodes 4 and 5. So just a heads up, spoiler alerts coming in. I'm not going to dig deep into the episodes, though. I will say this. Some of the fashions are really standing out to me. And I'm really falling in love with Candace's fashions, too. It's very campy, very kooky. I've seen some of the interviews that she's done. Candace, welcome back. Ms. Parker, thank you so much for the super chat. Ms. Parker says, Kempire, apparently they are Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, yes. Someone said that last night on TikTok. The streets are saying that the only way to file for divorce in the religion is infidelity. Is that accurate? I don't know. Because remember, I left the church a very long time ago. I never got married in the church. So I don't know. Can the other Jehovah's Witnesses weigh in? Someone mentioned that last night on TikTok. That was the reason why she didn't file for divorce. But still, he could not wait. He could not wait before. I don't know. That's weird. That is very weird. And if he's a Jehovah's Witness, what he doing at the club? Making out the way he's making out. And if he's a Jehovah's Witness, then I could understand if he is in the closet, then I could understand there's another layer of it all. Look. That makes a little bit more sense. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. What in the Tyler Perry is going on? Hello. All right. Focus. So Traitors. Let's talk about Traitors. Spoiler alert. I hate the fact that 2 black people have already gone home in this week's episode. I hate that. I hate it. Tiffany, did anyone else cry when Tiffany left? I was so upset when Tiffany left. And I mean, look, this game is not an easy game to play. It's very, very, very hard. And I think a lot of these people have played harder games, and they say that this game is harder. Traitors, because I think there's an element to this where you can't really do anything. People will just paint suspicion around you, and then all of a sudden you're gone. Tiffany went from being someone. That's why every time I watch this game, I'm like, okay, this week we're not even paying attention to someone, and then all of a sudden they're on the chopping block. Okay. All right. So Tiffany, you remember her from Big Brother. She was one of the masterminds, if not the mastermind, behind the cookout on Big Brother. Excellent game player. But I wanted her to go further in this game because I felt like, honestly, she should have been the one to win a Big Brother. But again, she was okay with not winning Big Brother because she really helped the cookout get as far as they did. Okay? Tiffany went out like a G because Colton really was coming for Tiffany, and Tiffany came for his neck. She wasn't playing. She basically said, I'm smarter than you. and he was like, but I have to give it to Colton. He's learning. He was quick with it. He was just like, and when she said, put my name down, because then she started getting in with Jam Jam. Jam Jam's fashions, we're not talking about Jam Jam's fashion. Dorinda's fashions this week, gorgeous. Of course, Alan Cummings' fashions, always amazing. Dorinda's fashions, I loved watching Monet exchange fashions. Monet was murdered this week. Oh, 2 Black people went out this week. I didn't like that. Dorinda's fashions, I was loving. Jam Jam's fashions, I'm loving. Who else? I love that they're playing up the whole, being in Scotland fashions. Okay, Kristen's white suit, she's giving. I mean, not even just the white suit this week. Her fashions are giving as well. She's from Top Chef. Monet says that she would make him sandwiches because she's a chef, so she would make him like these really amazing sandwiches at night. I love how they play off like at the end of the night that they're going up into the castle and going to sleep. They don't sleep at that castle, y'all. They only film at that castle. They do not sleep there. They sleep at the hotel. Okay. So, the UK celebrity version said that the round table is around an hour. I believe it. And then they cut it down. I'm loving Celebrity Traitors. I talked about that yesterday. So if you missed that, I did talk a little bit about Celebrity Traitors UK. That one is really funny. That's probably the funniest Traitors I've ever watched because just UK humor is top tier. Maura, oh my gosh. Okay, before we get to Michael Rappaport, I got to talk about Tiffany. Tiffany, she didn't expect that people were coming for her. And Colton came for her at the table saying that there's suspicion around her because of her connections to Michael Rappaport and things like that. Tiffany was off, though, in regards to who she thought was a traitor. She's like, oh, I think you're a traitor. She thinks Ron was a traitor. I feel so bad for Ron. Remember Ron who got Portia banished? I will say this. What he saw in Portia last week, I understood why he would think that. However, what I didn't understand this week was the people that he was focused on. He thinks that Dorinda and Michael Rappaport are traitors. He's so off. But they really are keeping their distance from him. But then I understood later on in the final episode, I understood why people were keeping their distance from him because he was keeping a distance from them. They're trying to get to know him. They're trying to be friendly with him. And he's like, I don't want to get to know you guys. I feel like that's going to hinder the gameplay. So I'm like, okay, Ron, I was kind of rooting for you, but he has no idea who the traitor is. He's so off. He's not very friendly. I was a little thrown off. I was like, wait a minute. Because I was rooting for him. I'm a True Gem says Ron has valid concerns. I don't understand them picking on him. It did feel like they were picking on him at one particular point. I felt like he was alienated from the group until the end when he's going back and forth with Dorinda. And I was just like, oh, so they're not really alienating you. You're alienating yourself. You know what I mean? So you're keeping a distance from them. So that's why people do not feel close to him. But that orange jacket, that orange overcoat that he had on, I said, okay, Ron, I see you. That orange jacket. Miss N. Kesey says Ron has been wrong 4 times. But I will give him the Portia of it all. He doesn't know Portia. He's not familiar with Portia. I understood why he thought that she might be a traitor. However, he has been wrong every time. Every time he's been wrong. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the latest 2 episodes, spoiler alert, the latest 2 episodes of Traitors. First of all, oh my gosh, Tiffany, everyone started crying because Tiffany's like, I'm here. I want to win this money for my son. Even traitor Candace started crying. She's like, girl, don't cry. She's like, you crying, don't cry. And I felt for her because we all knew that she wasn't a traitor. Everyone was focused on her being a traitor. Yam Yam was just sort of like trying to chime in. She's like, I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to you. He's like, but I'm not talking to you. She's like, well, you think I'm a traitor? She's like, put my name down. Put my name down. And then she says to Colton, put my name down. She was like, well, do you spell your name with 2 F's or 1? Dare I say Colton got her with that one, but she still went out with a G. And if anything, I hope they felt incredibly bad after she went up there and told them, I'm a faithful. But I will say after this week's episode, I was sort of like, Colton can go. Colton was almost as annoying as Michael Rappaport. But spoiler alert, Michael Rappaport goes home. And here's the thing. I know none of them felt bad after Michael Rappaport went home because Michael Rappaport was just annoying and distracting. Everyone at that table had the same feeling. Michael's got to go. I don't care if he is a faithful. I don't care if he is a traitor. He's just got to get out the house, out the castle. But what really was annoying, and they don't know this about Michael Rappaport, he has done and said problematic things, even recently in our New York City mayoral election. So this man trying to now apologize to Colton for saying that Colton, you of all of the people here, could keep a secret, because remember, Colton was in the closet for like 29 years. And he calls him out. And he's like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant. That's exactly what you meant. What did you mean then? Sierra says that Michael was very entertaining, but I was happy to see him go. Why does Michael Rappaport eat his food like this? Why? This is gross. This man is married. So for those of you that are single and can't find the one, well, maybe you need to just let certain things go. You might need to just date a man that takes the plate all the way to his head and scoops the food into his mouth. Maybe we need to let go of our standards. You need to just take on a man that shovels food directly from the plate into his mouth. Look at this. That is gross. Just unsanitary. And he's married to a black woman. This is Michael Rappaport. He was loud. He was belligerent. I was asking Croak on X, can you remove him from the show? I'm glad that he didn't go much further than this week, because I was just like, he's annoying. But he was also a distraction for the faithfuls, because it's sort of like, okay, you're loud, you're belligerent. Him and Colton were going back and forth. That thing that he said to Colton, I'm glad that Johnny Ware called him out for it. Everyone at the table was like, no, it kind of sounds like you were talking about him being in the closet. And they're like, I don't know if you're a traitor, but I also know I don't want you in this castle anymore. Right? I didn't want him in the castle after that, but that's not the first time that Michael Rappaport has said something or done something problematic. That is not the first time. And it won't be the last time. But this will be the last time that we ever see him again. Bye, Michael. Bye. You and all the plates that you were shoveling food into your mouth. Gross. Exactly. Rita Delicious says, and he wants to lead New York City. Well, Google schmoogle the problematic things that he said about our now mayor, Mamdani. Okay? That's why people didn't want him on the show. Did you guys see People Magazine's cover art? Everyone's talking about Candace's wig. Well, I will give Candace this. Her looks from this week were so cute. This is last week. These were her looks from last week. I'm loving her fashions from Traitors. I'm loving them. Where's the other looks? Look at this. And look, in any other place, if this was Housewives, I don't necessarily love the looks, but it's so campy. It's so perfect. Oh, I love this look. This particular look with the gold. It looks like a gold robe set. And apparently they do their own makeup. I'm like, all right, I see you. All right, so they were on the cover of People Magazine. We've got Tara Lipinski, we've got Monet Exchange, the guy from One Tree Hill, I can't remember his name. Sir, your shirt is way too big. Look at that collar. Anyway, and was it Rob C? Rob C has done so many interviews since getting murdered on the Traitors. And I'm like, damn, I kind of wanted to see more of Rob C. I'm kind of mad that some of the gamers left, like Ian, because I want to see that level of brilliance on this show. So I'm kind of sad to see that they left so quickly. I really do want it. I really want it, especially going back and rewatching those first 3 episodes. Like, damn, I kind of want to see them. But I get it. From the traders' perspectives, these gamers are going to suss them out quicker. How are we feeling about Rob C? Did you guys see his fashion? He's showing the arms and the snake tattoo in his overalls. Apparently, he did that on Love Island too. I will say this. I get it now. The more I look at Rob C, I'm like, okay, he's handsome. He's handsome, deep blue eyes. All right. But he's also not a damn bad traitor because people do not suspect him. You know who's suspecting? Monet Exchange. Part of the reason why they got rid of Monet was because Monet was just like, I think Lisa Rinna is a traitor. So now people are suspicious of Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna is even likable. Even Lisa Rinna is likable on Traitors. I'm surprised that they made her a traitor because I felt like that was so obvious to make her a traitor. Oh, wait. Thank you, Kimmy, for reminding me because I got to get into Michael. Not Michael, in regards to Eric. Eric, so before they got rid of Tiffany, Eric basically had a bombshell moment. He was just like, something stood out to me when I was tied against the tree. Because you remember before they decided, oh, poor Caroline Stanbury. Damn, Caroline Stanbury. You barely had no moments this season. And now you're gone. Oh, whoa, 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 Caroline. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So, Rob C basically said he heard someone laugh when he was out there tied against the tree. Okay. Rob C, the Rob C that I'm talking about is, unless you're talking about someone in the chat, Rob C is the one that got murdered, right? He got murdered. Alabama Rob is the traitor. Don't confuse me. Okay. All right. So Eric is like, I heard someone laugh, and it was like this big aha moment. And he was just like, and Tiffany, it was your laugh. It was Tiffany's laugh. It wasn't Tiffany's laugh. It wasn't Tiffany's laugh. I was like, oh my goodness. Ciao Bella. Bella says Lisa was so rude to Caroline, but she was playing into the character. Do you guys really take that seriously? Savannah says that Alabama Rob is fine. He's good looking. He's definitely good looking. I think he's a good traitor though, but he's also unsuspecting too. Damn, Okemia says that Caroline can never stay employed. Exactly. FK says Rob C is the one that called out the conga line. Yes, he's the one dead set in the middle of this photo. I wanted to see more of him. I think he's actually a really good traitor. I mean, a good game player. All right. What else did I want to mention? Okay, so Michael Rappaport's gone. That was a very heated. Everyone in their consensus felt like Michael Rappaport just needed to go. They did not want to see Michael Rappaport and him eating from a plate like this ever again. They did not want to see this ever again, y'all. They said, we are done with seeing you shovel food directly from the plate to your mouth. Lord, my God, today. All right. But Eric's saying that he's you know, as a musician, now I'm want to go listen to the music. You might be a little tone deaf. He's like, I'm a musician in my ears and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, Eric. So I don't know if that was a smart risk, unless you are 100% sure. But he probably felt like he was 100% sure. I don't think I would have ran with that. He was almost 100% sure that the laugh that he heard was Tiffany. Only for Tiffany to go up there and like, put my name down then. And I felt for Tiffany. Bye, Tiffany. Justice for Tiffany. If there was one person that I would want to come back from this season, it would be Tiffany. I just need justice for Tiffany. Justice for Tiffany. Please. I really was hoping she was going to go further. I don't know why they focused on Tiffany. Look, hold on. Miss Ankisi says, believe black women. Portia was right, and Tiffany didn't deserve to leave. Monet caught strays. I am frustrated. That's the frustration part of playing Traitors. What else happened in this season that I wanted to talk about? I mean, look. Who else? Who else would I want to talk? I'm trying to look through the cast that I wanted to talk about. For me, what stood out was Tiffany's exit. Maura could not stand Michael Rappaport either. She's just like, shut up, man. Shut up. Tiffany's exit was sad. Michael Rappaport's exit was happy. Yeah. It was a good week. I'm loving it. Everyone's saying justice for Tiffany. If you're part of the replay crew, if you agree with us, please share justice for Tiffany. Let's get hashtag justice for Tiffany trending. For those of you watching on X, 263 of you, put hashtag justice for Tiffany, hashtag the Traitors, hashtag the Traitors US right now. Yeah. Let me say thank you. No to Queen. Thank you so much for Super Chat. My voice is gone now, y'all. I've talked too much all this week. I've had a live every single day this week. Tiffany was the second Black woman to be banished for something Michael got to skate by on. Well, you're right. If it wasn't for his comment at the round table, he'd still be there running amok. One thing, though, you saw how he and Tiffany definitely became friends. And you could see that he still was trying to support Tiffany even after she left. But that's about it. Leo Lady says, is Dorinda still on? She is, and she's very happy about it. But Ron believes that Dorinda and Michael Rappaport are traitors, only for him to find out that Michael Rappaport is not a traitor. Poor Ron. Ron's back and forth with Dorinda at the round table was a little awkward because I felt like, damn, Ron, you don't want to get to know them at all. I get it. Like, you don't want to get too close, but you're also alienating yourself. You're not building. Part of the game is building alliances. So I could see them getting rid of Ron at some point. That's where he's messing up his game. On some level, it's a social game, Traitors. It's not just a strategic game. It's also a social game. Alexandra says Ron is always wrong. Shersa says that Ron stays wrong and strong. But that orange coat, can we all agree the orange coat was bussin'? Not busting. You used that incorrectly, Kempire. I know. But I was like, okay, orange coat. Oh, see, that's a good question. Just Jules says, Kempire, do you think the one group of 4 took the shield? I don't know. I really don't know. I think the way that they set it up is to make us believe someone took the shields. I don't think so. If you guys have not watched Celebrity Traitors, you can watch it on Peacock as well. That is the UK version where they just do celebrities. It's so good. If you want like light fun, this is why I'm so loving reality competition right now, because it's not like Real Housewives where it's sort of like this toxic made up drama. Yes, they have their pre-produced moments in competition shows, but there is no focus on the personal lives. It's really just about the game. But the game got real personal in this week's episode of The Traitors US. It got real personal. I didn't like the comment that Michael Rappaport made about Colton being in the closet. I did not like that. I didn't like the interaction between Dorinda and Ron. That got really heated fast and cussing. I was like, ooh. Oh, hold on. Dr. Omar says that Ron is very smart, though. He won Celebrity Tournament Jeopardy, too. I could see that, but he's also not... He might not be diagnosed, and I don't want to diagnose him. I could see him being autistic on some level, and what might be part of the reason why he's not good with interacting with other people. But he's also a comedian, and some comedians, there's a little bit of that too, a little social awkwardness. Jamie, I have not watched the ending yet of the UK version. I'm sort of savoring it, so I'm going to watch it today. So no spoilers for Celebrity Traitors UK. So good, though. So good. It's such a light, funny show to watch. Oh, hold on. McKeezy says Alan confirmed that someone took the shield. Did he? Oh, I know. Jay says that Tiffany's banishment triggered me racially. I think there was more to Colton targeting her, the microaggression. We talked about this last week. I don't know if you were here, Jay. We talked about that, and I've seen it before with Traitors, and I feel like sometimes Black women, specifically in these competition shows, are targeted and are seen as traitors. And I do believe the subtext to some of that is racially motivated that people that are not black will not understand. Like what is so suspicious about Tiffany? But again, we also have to remember we're watching an edited show. So there could be other things that we're missing that he saw. But Colton, I feel like is the next to go because he's so well, the next one I want to go because I do find him to be very unlikable. Very unlikable. But he did get Tiffany with that. Do I spell that with 2 F's or 1? That's one thing. Exactly. Thank you, FK. Implicit bias. I don't think they realize it, but I believe it's there. All right. Right this week, we got 2 black people out. It's Lana says that black people are voted out first. Kimmy says Colton can dish it but can't take it. Go home, Colton. He's not very likable at all. He's not very likable. Deborah, thank you so much for the super chat. Again, if you're a member of the channel, I have dropped a call and link for you guys for those that want to weigh in on anything that we've discussed in regards to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We talked about the Traitors. We talked about Desmond and Kristy, their divorce, and him getting caught out there. We talked about a bunch of stuff. Live chat, we're almost at 550 likes, but I am going to drop the calling for you guys because I said 425. So thank you for almost over 100 of you liking the video since then. Deborah, thank you so much for the super chat. Deborah says, Tiffany said on her podcast that she did not suspect nice little Candace at all. Rob C said the same thing, which is good. I love that. Candace is the star for me this season. She's really... yes, come on, Iron Truden. I did love Tiffany's response to Colton when he was like, do I spell that with 2 F's or 1? And Tiffany responds, TIFFANY, like the company. She really stepped up in that moment. And even in her exit, she stepped up. So, Tiffany, you're a legend, girl. I was so looking forward to seeing more of you on this show. I really was. All right, my voice is going. Y'all, I've been talking a lot. So I'm going to let the callers call in and talk, okay? Callers, the opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself, TheKempire LLC, or our sponsors. Again, everything Kempire is available in the description. Sidebar, before we get to the callers. Kempire After Dark, March 13th, New York City, the Green Room 42. Who's gotten their tickets? What are you waiting on? You guys want me to come to other cities, but if we're not selling out in my city, come on. Get your tickets today. There's also a live stream option. So the live stream will never sell out. That's unlimited. So if you are abroad, who's gotten their tickets? Let us know. Get your tickets today. More information on the Kempire After Dark live show. I'm telling you right now, I think you guys think what you get at the live. For those of you, pageant mommies in the chat, for those of you that have come to a live show, if you came to our DC shows or our Atlanta shows or our California show or our Boston show, let them know it is not what you get here. It is definitely not what you get here. And I'm just gathering all the tea that I want to spill at this show. So go get your tickets today. And I will see you guys on March 13th at the Green Room 42. All right, back to my disclaimer. The opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself, TheKempire LLC, or a sponsor. Everything that they say is alleged, and they will abide by the time limit. The time limit will be 1 minute. 1 minute. But if you don't have a minute worth of things to say, don't try and stay here that long. Okay? All right, live chat. I just dropped the call link for you guys as well. Toy is backstage. We're going to bring Toy up first. Toy, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I just want to say I had never heard of Kristy and Desmond Scott. I don't have TikTok.
They're on Instagram.
Maybe I had seen a video or two, but I never knew who they were until this whole divorce thing. And now they are all over my feed. I can't stop seeing them. I can't stop seeing their videos. And this is just blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy how like TMZ is even reporting on it. And I don't know. It just seemed like the divorce is about. Well, I'm not going to say that because they have a child together,
Yeah.
right?
Children.
Yeah.
Boys.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a good thing when you go through a divorce. But it seems like a lot more people are forced to know who they are if you don't have a TikTok or you weren't a follower. So maybe it will work out, for them. Or for her. We rule for her, right?
Yeah.
Because he's the one who allegedly cheated.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see them everywhere and I'm just like, Who are these people? But anyway, thank you, Kempire. Bye bye.
Thanks, Toya. I agree. Like I said before, I recently got familiar with them right before this. I literally had just saw maybe like one or two of their videos, and now it's everywhere. And you guys have been asking me to talk about it, so that's why I decided to talk about it during our Real Housewives recap, because it's a Real Housewife with some real issues, and they have quite the following, both on TikTok and on Instagram. They have millions of followers, so it's not surprising to me that TMZ has picked up on it. And look, here we are. All right, Duchess D's backstage. Duchess D, what did you want to share?
I got my mug, Kempire, and now I'm out for my walk, but I got me a mug.
Oh, wait. I thought you got it already. I was like, wait a second.
No, I ordered it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So very quickly about the Traitors. I think both Ron and Lisa are approaching it as actors, right? I think Lisa is trying too hard to act her way, soap opera act her way through the show. And Ron, I think once everyone got mad at him about Portia, he decided to play the role of villain. And I don't know if you watched the show Loot on Apple TV, but he's on there with her. And this Ron on this show is a stark contrast from the character he plays on that show. And then one last thing about the Traitors, the thing that stood out most to me about Michael's elimination is that, you know how usually when they find out they eliminated a faithful, they express regret, there's a lot of talking. Everyone was just like, okay, bye. Left, and that was the end of it. They didn't nothing. They even claimed glasses. So I'm like, yeah, Michael could go.
I'm gonna rewatch it because you're right. Everyone just wanted to get him out of the castle, especially after that comment.
Yes, and Colton, watch it back because you're next.
Oh.
And I hated that Tiffany left too. I really wanted to see her go far, but hopefully we'll see her again in another game show and she can win it.
Yeah, or just bring her back like they brought back Dorinda.
Agree. They should do that. They can, if they can do it for Dorinda, they can do it for any damn body.
Exactly.
But that's all I got.
Thanks, Duchess D. And that's the downside of doing something like that, because there was no real reason to bring back Dorinda. She just complained. I feel like justice for Tiffany, because I really want to see Tiffany have a shot. Exactly. FK says they have over 10 million followers between the both of them. Yeah. And that's just on Instagram. I don't know how much they have on TikTok. All right, Nota Queen's backstage. Nota Queen, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire. I'm mostly here to talk about Traitors.
Okay.
But I think that I find it really messed up that Ron has been mourning his mistake about Portia this entire time, and everybody's against him, but we're ignoring Colton. Well, now they're not, but they were ignoring Colton for the Tiffany thing. Like, he showed no remorse for being Tiffany, and that was messed up. Even the way he went about it, I didn't understand why he brought Tiffany up with literally no evidence. And I'm glad at least Maura, and I forgot who she was talking to, but they were like, why did we even believe him? Why did we go along? Didn't it make sense? So hopefully they get it right in the future. Also with Ron, I think part of it is him not trying to get to know these people on a personal level is messing up his game, because he doesn't know them enough to say, like him saying that Maura is a traitor because she's small and he heard light footsteps. Like, you would know Maura could be little and walk heavy.
Yes, I know plenty of people that do.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that because you're not doing that, like you said, the social game to get to know these people and make those types of judgments.
Yeah.
But that's all. You have a good one.
You too, Nota Queen. Very good perspectives on Traitors. Tish is backstage. Tish, what's going on? What you eating?
Some curry.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So as a Virgo, with Tara's son, May 11th, please
go ahead.
leave us alone.
wait. Virgo son?
Tara's son, May 11th.
Oh, you're May 11th too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, Tish is my best friend then. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. All right. We don't claim Sutton. I don't know what's going on for Sutton. I don't know where Sutton comes from. I think she's just an awful person, and that's just it. It doesn't even matter where she comes from, what it is. I think she's just an awful person. Also, what I'd like to ask is, maybe Miss Esquire would know the answer. I'm wondering if Desmond put the part in his statement that says, I asked to separate before, because in Texas, you don't need to be separated to be like physically to be legally separated. So I'm wondering if he's trying to counter the whole cheating claim by saying that, well, hey, we weren't together, like in court, not necessarily for public opinion.
Yeah.
That's
a good point.
All right. Well, happy Friday.
You too, Tish. Take care. I think Miss Esquire was backstage at some point. Miss Esquire, call back in. I'm sorry I had you waiting that long. Taurus with the T's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Taurus with the T, what did you want to share? You're muted. Taurus with the T. Oh, she dropped out. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, wait, no, she dropped out. Let me bring up Keisha next. Keisha. Oh, Taurus with T got T-Mobile. The T is for the T-Mobile. And for those of you that are going to come on me like, Kempire, what happened to Verizon? Verizon's back up. We're back up. How's that reception doing? Anyways. All right, Keisha, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Okay, two things. Yeah, I was shocked to hear about that Kristy situation. I kept on hearing it on, well, seeing it come across the timeline, and I had to like look them up. I'm like, oh, okay, this little cute couple that always come across my screen. So I was.
Uh-oh. Did someone just call you, Keisha? No, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. 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 The T-Mobile strike again?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. Did someone call you?
No.
What happened?
No, I don't have Verizon.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna start the time again.
Okay, so I wanted to show you something. Okay, the conversation that we were having earlier. So about I forgot the name of the lady who. Let me see. First, I'm gonna turn my camera on for you. Okay, so this right here. This is probably the amount that she would get.
Oh, she showed me the ganja.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of ganja, lady.
I'm a grower.
Oh, you're a grower.
Don't mind me. Yes, I'm a grower.
Oh.
Here in Jamaica. So this right here.
Oh, damn. Oh, so you're in Jamaica. No wonder the reception's messing up. Oh, wait. It's frozen now, Keisha. But that's a big bottle. Keisha, you're frozen. But call back in and we could talk more about the weed. I don't know what happened. She froze, y'all. We'll come back to it. Let me bring Taurus with the T up while she still got reception. Taurus with the T, are you there?
Hey Cam, can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you for some reason, so I'll keep it short. Um, I was very happy to see the human shovel off of my screen. Michael is disgusting. I saw that early this morning when I was working out watching it, and I squealed because ew, who eats like that? Like the animal that he is. Um, I was rooting for Tiffany, but since she got sent home, I want Candace to win now because she is playing it very good. And those tears can fool anybody because you know she cries at the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
And as for Sutton, I think Jennifer Tilly is gonna surprise Sutton in how their relationship transforms this season. What Garcelle may have been quiet about, I have a very strong feeling that Jennifer will air out. And I can't wait to watch it. And I hope the group turns on her. She goes back home to her me mama crying because I want her off of my screen too. Bye.
Bye. Wow. Damn. That was cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. All right. Let me go. Oh, wait. Did I drop the call link for the general audience? I don't remember. I'll do it again, just in case. All right. Let's bring up Amy J next. Amy, what did you want to share?
I wanted to hello, hey, Roddy. I wanted to share that I think Jennifer Tilly is really trying because when I watched that after show, it was so awkward. Sutton seems still so mad, but I feel like Jennifer was trying to say sorry, even though she did say it. I think they were going back and forth if she said it or not, because then she's gonna say, "Why did you say that?" I think Jennifer just wanted to say sorry. That was it, because she probably did feel that way, but she doesn't want her friend or I guess associate, who knows.
Yeah.
The Desmond and Kristy thing, I did feel like watching their videos were awkward because it seemed like it was kind of like a lot of. I didn't think it was funny. I'm sorry, I didn't like his laugh.
Everyone
But
keeps
I
talking about his
did.
laugh. I gotta go back and watch.
Yeah, I like his laugh, but I'm one of the people that feel like because they got married so young, maybe this is the right like direction they should go because the way I mean, how long are y'all gonna play this joke of her just being really rude and you all saying it? I don't think it's funny. So hopefully stay out of clubs and stop just kissing random folks because you're get yourself together, brother. That's all I can say. That's it. All
Thanks,
right.
Amy. So, yeah, a lot of people are saying it's the laugh. It's the laugh that makes you guys think he's part of the Lego Bigger Ticket crew. All right. Let me bring up D. Nicole. D. Nicole, what did you want to share?
Hey, I am in the grocery store. I'm gonna think come back to me.
Yeah, I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
She's at the grocery store. Pick me something up. What do I want? I just went to the grocery store. Nia's backstage. We're going to bring up Nia next. Nia, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, how are you?
Good, good. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this in the most Canadian polite way. Sutton Strack, or however you pronounce her name, don't you ever come for my Canadian girl Jennifer Tilly ever again like that. I'm honestly convinced at this point Sutton is either dumb or possessed, but at this point she needs to pick her struggle. This episode really annoyed the heck out of me. She's literally her one true friend, and she's gonna have the audacity to disrespect her like that. And then on top of that, double down on it on the after show. Please exit. And honestly, just about the Traitors, I'm a huge Big Brother fan, so it was so emotional seeing Tiffany leave. But I love the way she shaded Eric and Colton on her way out. I don't like Colton or Michael, but Michael knew damn well what he was saying. So yeah, he can just exit left with his Zionist self and have a great rest of your day and
Nia.
weekend.
Thanks,
Thank
Nia.
you.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Yeah, everything she just said. Look, everything that she just said. And look, in regards to Sutton from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Sutton's giving bully. That's the energy she's giving. She's definitely giving bully. And I agree with Erica Jane when Erica Jane said that you kept on bringing up my ex-husband's things. We're going to keep bringing up and talking about Avi. I agree. All right, let me bring up Amina next. Amina, what did you want to share? Amina, are you there? You're muted, Amina.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What's going on?
Okay. I just want to speak about Traitors. First of all, I don't know why Colton thinks he's like a traitor catcher. Like he literally got he catching one traitor. All of a sudden he thinks that like, oh, I'm this big marcher guy. Like he's literally annoying. I want him out next.
Yeah.
Justice for Tiffany. Second of all, I think Candace made a mistake. She should have threw Lisa under the bus. I wish she didn't tell Lisa about Monet was on him, because I feel like that could have maybe let the faithfuls like at least catch a traitor and they could get the stench off them. But like she literally made a mistake. I don't even like Lisa, so yeah, that's why I feel like she made a mistake. And that round table, Colton versus Tiffany, it reminded me of Pete versus Phaedra. That was hilarious. That was so funny. And I really love Traitors. I feel like this is the best show.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, in my opinion, game show. So yeah, I'm enjoying the recaps. Thank you, and enjoy your afternoon. Bye.
Thank you, Amina. Take care. I have to agree. I disagree in regards to Candace and turning on. I think the reason why they didn't turn on Lisa is because they decided not to do what happened last season, where the Traitors were basically they imploded. Remember last season? The Traitors imploded onto each other. So I think that's part of the reason why she didn't want to feed Lisa to the wolves. Not just yet, because at some particular point they might have to, because they're going to have to give someone up. And I hope that it's Lisa and not Candace. And apparently Candace is going under the radar based off of what Tiffany recently said and what Rob C recently said. All right, let's get to the rest of the callers. Let's bring up Angel next. Angel, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire. So I just wanted to do a quick little 420 tutorial for you because Gigi is smoking way too much ganja. If she's doing what she said an ounce every other day, that's almost 450 grams a month, which is like excessive. So that's probably why she's still imbalanced, because her tolerance is way too high. So she's smoking just to smoke. It's probably not really having any effects on her anymore. Because she's doing too much. And then for the Traitors, I'm very sad about Tiffany. I'm glad about Michael. I'm sad about Monet too. I think they should flip on Lisa, but after they get rid of Colton. But that comment that Rappaport made about Colton was despicable and disgusting. But I mean, we hear him say a lot of disgusting things. So that's like nothing new, right?
Yeah. I just wasn't prepared for that. I was like,
I wasn't either. I was like, what? I had to rewind.
Me
Like, did that
too.
just come out of his mouth? I was like, that is disgusting. And he
Everybody
should
was
have
disgusted.
apologized. He should have apologized, even though he was a faithful. He should have said, "I didn't." He shouldn't have said. He should have took ownership and saying, instead of saying, "I didn't mean that," he should have said, "You know what? I was ignorant. I shouldn't have said it, and I apologize.
But if
And
you
I
know Michael
understand why my
Rappaport,
bags are packed."
if you know Michael Rappaport, he's never apologized. He's said and done horrendous things.
He doubles down, and he's part of the reason why I'm mad that they had him cover so many of Wendy's episodes when she was out. They should have picked somebody different. But we're not going to talk about that. All right, Kim, have a good weekend.
Thanks, Angel. Take care. All right, let me see if D. Nicole is back. D. Nicole, are you still at the supermarket?
I'm in the car now. I'm ready.
What's going on?
So,
What'd you
hey,
get me?
Well, if we were close, I would have got you something. I'm sorry.
No. Okay.
I'm making dinner for my parents tonight.
Oh,
so
look at you.
If they complain, they lucky I love them. But anyway.
What are you making them for? Look, what are you making them for dinner?
It's called Marry Me Chicken Pasta, but it requires like sun-dried tomatoes, Parmesan, heavy cream. It looks good.
I bet.
I'm gonna bite my fingers off eating it. But I wanted to say some stuff about Traitors. I love me some Candace. When she was first on Potomac, like her earlier seasons, I wasn't the hugest fan of her.
Yeah.
But as she started to grow, I was like, I love her and I miss her on the show. I miss her getting up and getting with Gizzard Neck, okay? Tired of her. But I'm sorry. But I love her on Traitors. I really hope she makes it either to the very end or wins overall. I really hope so.
Yeah.
When I say I hollered when Michael Rappaport said he was a faithful, and everybody was like, well, anyway, bye. Go about your business. Either way, it didn't matter. Because I was through with him. And I didn't catch that comment at first that he made about Colton, but I had to rewind myself. I'm like, wait, I wanted to jump across the street. Like, excuse you? I wanted to punch him in the throat, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Glad he's gone. I'm really mad they killed Monet. I wanted him to stay.
He's funny.
I'm sorry.
He's funny.
Yes. And one last thing, Alabama Rob, that man is fine to me.
The more I'm watching it, the more I'm watching, I'm like, okay, I see what you guys are seeing, like just the deep blue eyes, and you know what also makes him a little. He's very mysterious too, because he doesn't say a lot. So I'm like, okay.
Even in Love Island, I was like, I like him, but I don't. I went back and forth with Rob in Love Island, but near the end, he had this moment with the other contestant, Serena, and they hug like besties. I was like, oh my God, I love him. But that man is fine to me.
What season was he on? Was he on the most recent season or a season before?
Season 6.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm not going to go back and watch it.
That's the best one in my opinion.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
But thanks, Kim. Love you.
Thank you, Nicole. And have a good time tonight with that meal. That sounds delicious. Now I want pasta. But I have food already.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it is in the comments.
Thank you. Send me a picture. Bye.
I will.
I do want to see it. I really do. I've never heard of that before. That sounds delicious. All right, let me get to these last couple of calls, guys. You're just joining us. We are talking about a bunch of hot topics from a bunch of reality shows, really. But we did talk about the hot topic in regards to Desmond Scott and Kristy Sarah, and we also gave you an update in regards to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We've talked about the Valley, Persian style, and we also talked about Traitors. All right, let's bring up Mara. Mara, are you there?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
I'm okay. I've missed your voice.
Oh, thank
I've
you.
missed the live.
Well, now here I is.
Wow.
What's going on?
So, greetings from Nairobi, by the way. I don't know why people are very surprised whenever Michael opens his mouth. Has a foul mouth. He's disgusting. He's just one human that you can never understand where his mindset is. I mean, oh God.
Gotta show the picture. You know, people, this is who Michael Rappaport is. This is how we will remember him.
He says the weirdest shit under the sun. And there's no excuse. And he's just a piece of shit. Anyways, for Sutton, I feel sorry for the friends that regard her as a friend because she's so self-absorbed and entitled.
Yep.
She is oblivious when she hurts her friends. It's like she talks first and thinks later. I really feel sorry for Jennifer. I hope she understands that the friendship is not mutual. As for Portia, girl, you slept with somebody's husband and threatened to sleep with another person's husband, and you want loyalty from the housewives? Are you serious?
She says it's a sisterhood.
Sisterhood, my fault.
Oh.
Sisterhood doesn't include sharing the D. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's lovely talking to you.
You too, Mara. Have a good... Is it evening now? What time is it there?
It's actually 46 minutes past midnight.
Oh, okay. So you were about 8 hours ahead of us here in New York. All right, well, have a
Yes.
good night. Go to sleep.
No, I'm going to sleep when you finish.
Oh, when I'm done. Okay, so in a couple of
Yes.
minutes. Okay. Thanks, Mara. Take care. I also want to go to Kenya too. Damn it. All right. April Aries is backstage. April Aries, round us out. What are your thoughts on everything that we talked about this afternoon?
Good evening, Kempire. You know, Verizon had me underground yesterday, so I couldn't even call or at all. I was highly upset. But anyways, now that cankerous eyesore Michael is off Traitors, I will now go and watch the episodes now that he is off. Ooh, that's the stuff that give you nightmares, Lord Jesus. And Sutton is the type of friend to where you just have to pray and leave them at the altar, like they used to tell us at the church. Pray, and leave her there, because some friends you just have to leave them where they're at and just meet them where they're at. And Jennifer Tilly needs to channel her inner, bad diva, like how she locked Chucky in that box during the movie and tossed him to the side, even though he got his lick back. But it's like, and also, I know she wanted to vent to Kyle, but like she needs to be more strategic, because Kyle put a lot of extra stank on what she said. And it's just like, And I know Virgos because I'm an Aries. Like one of my besties is a Virgo, and they are very self-aware, and the complete opposite. It's just like, so it's her. Yeah, definitely her. Have a great day, Kempire.
Thank you, April Aries. Take care. All right. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in super chats. I see we had Keisha says, sorry, Kemp, it was Flo, not Verizon. It's okay. We appreciate you. Rahina, thank you so much for the super chat and for being a member. Rahina says, when Rob said to Candace, girl, we are cooking, during their Traitor meetup, I screamed. But was he lying? I'm really excited about this season of Traitors. It will be very interesting to see what will happen going forward. They released 2 new episodes for those that may have missed it, and you still watch this despite. That's fine. You already got the spoiler alert, but we appreciate you all being here. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video. If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let us know your thoughts. I will be adding the timestamps once I've meditated. I'm going to go meditate, and then I'll come back to my computer and I will update the timestamps for those that want to watch and go to certain stories. We got into the Desmond and Kristy Sarah Scott of it all today, and I will be forced to continue any additional follow-up. All right. Stay tuned. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you to our subscribers and those of you that are watching in the bushes. Don't forget the Kempire After Dark, a live show, returns to New York City Friday, March 13th. It's less than 2 months away. Get your tickets today. There's also a live stream option available for everyone. Okay, so go get your tickets for that as well. And don't forget, the Are You Okay mugs are now available at houseofkempire.com. Information on that's available in the description. And there's t-shirts and all kinds of other stuff there. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. I will see you all later. Bye, y'all. And be sure to check out everything you missed this week. We've been busy this week.
Here we go now.